ping, play. Okay, here's what's going on. Oop. There we go. Hello everyone, I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. This is the Electric Metropolis video game tour, and today it's another episode of Lex Arcana, Susurros, Alienorum. And we have our brave and victorious Cantabarum of the Lex Arcana, who have reflected back upon their successes in preserving the Empire in Iberia from otherwise certain doom. But duty is ever eternal. Oops, I put that away too soon. We get that back. That background, way in the background, so I don't need it. So, the lot of you were basically stationed in Augusta Emeritus with your successful mission in the aftermath of all that had happened. With Sensor Guy, Livius, sorry. I'm zoomed out too far. Not here anymore. Boop. And you were all occasionally brought into the normal services of Praetorian Guard duties, but for the most part, Lex Arcana are left to their own devices to study, to read, and then there's just the bureaucracy of writing everything down so the Emperor can be updated. As only a certain amount of people are allowed to talk about this stuff in any great detail. And Calypso, for her part, goes to study at the Memoria Obita for a while to learn more about the auguries of Iberia and to study some of her dreams. Query, Tiberius, did you get promoted from the last mission?
I did to not in the most Arcanorum one, but on the other one. I'm a gregarious now, or is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
I believe you started Gregarious.
Oh.
Then the second rank, since I was
Duplicarius, I think.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Duplicarius Tiberius. As you finally get your recognition from the Lex Arcana, and you are now of equivalent rank to your peers. Whether or not Calypso gets there is uncertain, but there are many questions about her auguries. And I query, what would the three of you be doing as you're in between your next assignment, as you await new orders from Rome? Because there'll always be orders for the Lex Arcana. It is unlikely you will stay, unless your Cantabarum is shattered and you're put as individual guards or library guards. You're a Cantabarum, and a Cantabarum never stays in one place for too long without new orders.
Well, for my part, I think Tiberius would like to go to the Houndmasters in this town and pick out a nice-looking hound, warhound.
Nice. Doggy. Or Yulia will be writing letters to her children and family, just corresponding. Because haven't seen them in a while, so because travels haven't taken us by Rome recently.
Catch up on all the political stuff.
Yeah, that too. But also making sure that my late husband's family is not immediately sending their finances back into the crapper now that I'm not there to supervise.
Fair.
We went over this before. a prince of the Sultanate does not have however many pounds of gold for you if you help them with a little fee.
But he seems so nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm sure that some variation on that scam existed as long as there have been humans.
What of Corvus?
Corvus will probably be in the mountains hunting and being away from the damn city.
As now you don't have to worry about Versipilli plaguing them for a good long while.
Yeah. No, cities are not really his preferred place.
Oh, the other thing I'd probably do is, goes without saying that I would be paying my respects at the Temple of Mercury and what have you, getting back in the good graces of my tutelary. Given that I drained myself basically completely of Pietas last mission.
Oh, and yes, that is something. All of you recover your pietas because it is presumed in between missions you pay your respects to get your tutelaries in your looking upon you favorably once again. And what is the name of Tiberius's dog?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
He has such a friendly face. Look at him.
I have.
He's gonna slobber all over your sandals.
It will be Cicero probably because he barks a lot. Yeah, we'll run with that.
Bro.
Not Canis Bonum?
Cicero.
Good dog.
He's a good boy.
Work. Actually, dog like that. Woof. Like, oh god, are you okay? No, that's just a big dog. What do you want?
Real big dog.
The kind of dog whose barks you can feel as much as hear.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't bark. He will more like, ruff,
Yes.
just a deep rumble.
Yeah, because what kind of dog is he? Because we discussed, but we didn't say it on stream.
He is a Cane Corso, the Roman war dog breed. That's huge. I think they're about as big as a Great Dane, or thereabouts anyway.
Well, they're as tall as Great Danes. They're about as robust as a Rottweiler, from what I understand of them.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so pretty muscular kind of looking dog. Pitch black, or blackish in color, not pitch black perhaps, but black in color, with, what would you say, like, I don't know, green, yellowish eyes, thereabouts? I think it's okay.
I used to have a dog that was a Great Dane and Rottweiler cross. He's a good dog.
Big dog.
Big dog, yes. Yes. His head came up to my chest when he was standing.
Oh, man.
And he could reach the top of the fridge when he stood up on his hind legs.
Oh,
So,
yes.
No food was safe around him.
Oh, yes. Also, to reiterate, I think I may have covered this last time, you do learn that the wife of Tiberius is safe. And yes, I did say this much, that the Emperor has personally made sure that she is in the Lex Arcana household that Tiberius has in Rome, which she's your wife, so that is her home just as much as it is yours. It's just she wasn't there. But it's like, just officially that's where she is, and she is free to do as she likes within, as any citizen can, sort of thing. Very pointed, pointing out the obvious thing from him, but it's also a soft reminder of, you were wrong about these people, and I'm reminding you, don't be wrong around me too much. You're allowed to be mistaken a little bit, but do not bother my Lex Arcana without a good reason. And Yulia Rufina, I want to ask of you a roll as you write your letters and eventually get some word back. In Ingenium.
Okay. I'm not super good at this one, but sure, that'll work. Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Yeah, just the kind of letters you'd normally get, the normal things you'd normally deal with, nothing outside of your expertise to deal with. All is as well it can be in the genus Yulia. Julii, I should say. Tiberius. You, of course, find good Cicero. You're in Augusta Emeritus, one of the largest cities in the province of Iberia. So, yeah, you can find a war dog. That's not the hardest thing in the world. You...
I need to find one that... I need to make sure he can understand Latin. Because I don't want to speak to him in Iberian.
They assure you that don't worry, he's multilingual.
Oh, good!
Like all dogs are. Well, some people say otherwise, but those people are wrong. So...
Well, and war dogs generally trained by the legions. I mean, they had specialists in that, or people who are going to sell them to the legions anyway, so Latin would probably be one of their training languages.
Yeah. Actually, Latin is a very, very popular language in Iberia. Iberia is one of the older provinces of since the Roman conquests. So it is as Roman. Some Iberians consider themselves as Roman as Italia, and then the Italians laugh at them.
I'll say.
And good Corvus, in your hunts amidst the mountains, I'll ask of you a bit of sensibilities.
You've been asking Corvus for that his whole life. Let's see, what combination? Just do that one. Here we go.
Well, you have a nice hunt, and enjoy the mountains, and go falconering with Ferox.
Yeah, make appropriate offerings to Diana out there.
Rate that's under my line.
How did you roll snake eyes already? That's wild.
Just talent, I guess.
Yeah, look at the wrist, right?
In time.
Dear.
In time, the three of you are informed that there is a letter from Rome, from the Emperor, awaiting you. And there are some minor functionaries of Lex Arcana. They're not true Lex Arcana, they're just part of the government bureaucracy and mechanery of the government. You know, basic things, and even just the guard, like just the Legion. You're kind of enmeshed with them as much as anyone else. It's just that you don't do normal Legion work. You might probably... Actually, it's part of these few months. You've probably been occasionally training and getting tested, and, you know, every once in a while checking on your gear, either doing it yourself if you really like doing it, or making sure the person you made responsible cleaned it up properly. But in time, you are told that there's a letter from the Emperor awaiting you. New orders.
Guess I'll head back to town.
Excellent. Let's review them.
What do they say indeed?
Into the Discord they go. But I shall dictate. Mandatum Imperatus Divi, Decretum Imperia de Retia, ad leges Arcanae, Cantaberum in Hispania, Settore, Consistence.
Yeah.
I biffed that. By the will of the Divine Emperor, may his name shine for 1,000 years. You're hereby recalled from your current service and immediately dispatched under Sigillum Imperiae to the province of Aratia. Causamenti, it has been reported to the highest echelons of the Lex Arcana that grave threats have arisen on the northern frontier of the province of Raetia, near the city of Augusta Vendicorum. Rumors audote sunt of a cursed forest where the voces motorum are audible at dusk. This strange phenomena is causing fear and disorder among the local populace and disruption of key supply lines. Simultaneously, information suggests that the sacred and lost Aquilae Significi of the heroic 12th Legion Fominta has been sighted in the region, borne by a lone hooded figure. This must be recovered and secured for the glory of Rome. Local patrols near the Fenra Montes are vanishing. This trend must be investigated and suppressed before a full rebellion or border crisis erupts. Iusum Imperial. Your Contubarum is mandated to investigate the supernatural voices and to retrieve the Eagle Standard of the 12th Legion, confirming or denying the dark rumors that threaten Imperial authority. Your immediate destination is the remote settlement of Vicus Notus in the Fenria Mountains. There you shall seek out the local administrator, Curator Gaius Tetricus, a nervous but loyal civil servant. He is holding the full details of the crisis. Your authority for this investigation is absolute within the confines of the frontier. Locus Roma Palatium Imperatoris, signed with the Imperial Seal. Gete Celerte. Give me Latin folk for screwing that up, but I got some of it. And actually, Corvus, I will highlight to you that the town mentioned, Vicus Notus, is your hometown.
Yes.
Can you show us the map? I'd like to see where that is, approximately, anyway.
That is... Won't show it on stream, just because I don't know if I can show it, but I'll show it in Discord. But for the viewing audience, essentially they're in fairly western Iberia, and Raetia is basically in current Augsburg or so. That's roughly where Augusta Vindicorum is, if not in fact so.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a long ride to get there.
Yeah. I wonder if it might make sense to get a boat to Genoa or something and travel the rest across by land.
Well, we can do that, and it sounds like they're not particularly worried about us traveling incognito, so we could make full use of the postal, whatever, the Imperial stables, where we can just,
Right.
change horses. And so what is the fastest route to get there? Part by sea and then by the posts, or doing the posts just across land at this time of year, depending on what the winds and the
At this time of year is definitely the thing to consider. I need my book of roads. Oh. As the book of roads also talks about ocean travel. Pardon me, sorry.
Book of Roads, eh? That sounds cool.
Yes.
Those are the caravan routes. That's not really what they're doing. They want the art of sailing. You're still in autumn, so the chances of accident are possible, but or rather, travel in autumn is possible. Summer is the safest time to travel, but you're not in winter. Winter is where you're basically taking your chances. So going by the sea, the mare, you could go by Tarraco to any of the areas and go that way. That's part of the journey. Being by boat would speed you up a bit because it would skip you through Gallia, and then you could go by the more well-established roads of Italia up into Raetia. And though by actually de natura, I'll ask you. I actually have a clarification, but that's something someone with nature would understand.
I should not roll them.
Would sailing apply or navigation?
Neither.
My Denatura is not bad. I'll back you up on this.
I'll save that.
Just roll whenever you're ready, and I'll back you up.
Yeah, I don't think any of the specialties are going to fire. Just double checking. Still, I did raise my de natura, so let's do that one. Ah,
Well, there you
14,
go.
Hooray!
May just...
You can roll your assist for all you know. The fates may intervene and make you more knowledgeable than he. Not today.
No.
It occurs to you as you think about sailing won't be so bad. That's why sailing fell off. You're like, it'll be a bit. You know, weather on the ocean is a bit squirrely in autumn, but it's doable. Sailors have been doing it for a long time. You just have to be mindful that the gods may decide to play with the weather a bit. So that part's fine. But you being a Ratian, you think on what the weather's like in this time of autumn, as it's getting mid to late autumn. By the time you get there, it's going to get into late autumn and then into the beginning of winter. Likely is when you'll get there, even if you go by sea. You recall that the road via Claudia and via Augusta, via the Claudia Augusta, you know that those roads can be pretty bad. The Legion does do what they can to keep it fairly clear. But what they usually do is that they'll, what they have done for emperors is they usually have people they'll have like supplies come from Augustonum in Gallia or from Vindemona in Illyricum to supply the Augusta to supply Raetia, rather than from across the Italian Alps into Raetia, just because it's that much of a dice roll. They don't know, they can't guarantee that the supplies will get to them as readily. So you could be lucky and everything will be fine, and it'll be when the Legion has cleared the roads. Or maybe the gods will be favorable and the weather won't be so bad in early winter. But if it is, you're looking at a trudge in pretty bad snow through the mountains. So the sea route is fine. It's whether or not you're going around, going straight up, or you're going around the Alps. So if you see the road from Ravenna up through and where it's marked Aquila on the map, that road there can be a little spooky in early winter. It's really not great. By midwinter, the Legion is in gear, but it's that early bit of winter where it gets a little weird because they're not sure when to march them out and take care of the road, or if they need to wait a bit because they hate to send people up to check on the road and there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So,
in fact, I was in Aquileia. Very pretty town. Very, very pretty.
Oh, neat.
so if we land in Geneva, or sorry, Genoa, and then kind of go up and north and then kind of westward and cross the Alps there, kind of slightly north and west of Mediolanum, and then go to Augusta Vindelicorum that way would be better than Genoa, Ravenna, straight through Aquileia.
Yeah, because those roads are looked after a bit better by Lugdunum and Mediolanum. And you actually know that that's where your first mission was. So there's actually a town is there that has a road curator's mission. Specifically because that's a crossroad, so they need to keep it pretty clear.
We could also take the boat to the Adriatic Sea and cross through Illyria.
That would work.
If we take the boat to Aquileia, we can go straight to Veronum and then take the country road up to Augusta Vindelicorum.
That is another option.
So okay, we know kind of what we need to avoid. What's going to be the quickest route for us to get there between those three? Either directly across land, either going to, I don't know, Nova Carthago or Terracao, either one, sailing to Genoa and then traveling on land, or sailing all the way into the Mare Adriaticum and going up from there. Which of those routes gets us there fastest at this time of year?
Fastest at this time of year. Thinking. I would say going by sea for part of it is better because you're going through. If you go purely by land, you're going through a lot of mountainous regions. There's roads, but it's there's a lot of verticality to your journey, up and down, up and down. Doing part of it at least by sea is good. In theory, if the weather holds in autumn. And actually, by the time you get to Adriaticum, it'll get into winter. You really want to make sure you don't get slowed down by the time you are in, like the Mare Terracum or Mare Ionium, because if you slow down too much and you get into the Adriatic by winter, then you're looking at winter sailing problems, and then it gets really. Right. It's a lot of. Which is the fastest time of year is a lot of ifs and what ifs. The most reliable is land. You can always control how you deal with land problems. Sea problems, you kind of have to hope weather plays along with you. Weather decides to mess with the boat. Sailors can only do so much in this era. Even this imperial era, the ships are... Rome never really developed a naval... they're not the greatest navy in the world. They have a big navy, but it's not really a great navy. And the ships have only improved a little bit. So, most reliable is by land. If you want to minimize your sea problem, you go into Genoa. If you want to minimize mountain, like any land problems, like dealing with mountain passes or anything like that, then going into the Adriatic does preserve you from that. And with your... Imperial Seal, getting there isn't too bad. Because you're not paying for it, the Empire is.
Right. So, any of those routes quicker than another?
Quickest? Assuming all goes well, quickest would be Tarraco, Emerita to Tarraco, Tarraco to Genoa, Genoa to Vindelicorum. That is the theoretical fastest way, all going well.
I think that's probably what we ought to take.
Perhaps. I feel like we would get less mountains if we were to go to Helvetica, through Switzerland, to reach there. But I suppose it's good.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing is we're dealing, is speed. Because we're supposed to move as quickly as possible. So that's what I'm most concerned with. And again, land problems we can deal with easier than sea problems. But that's my vote as we go by land to Terracao, then to Genoa, then make our way to Vindelicorum by the kind of roundabout route from from there.
I
Okay.
defer to you.
Yeah, sure. I'll consent to that one, I guess. We'll see how the mountain will treat us.
No. And yeah, on land, and as far as that goes at sea, we'll use our diplomas to, change horses and charter boats and what as necessary to keep us moving. There's a little black dot on the map today. What's it doing there? Ah!
Oh god, it's a huge one.
Black hole sun.
Yeah, suddenly.
Oh, I didn't. It's enshrine your rig. I should do that. There we go. Oh, and you need your animal cells. Snap back to there.
It's a good thing we can only have one animal. Imagine the zoo we'd keep.
Right.
Seriously. I like animals. So. Where the heck? There we are.
But in essence, you'll be... I knew that was going to happen. Did it anyway. Boop. Draw. So you are going to be going... Doing it again. Stop that.
Ah,
Ooh,
giant
Lord.
red blob.
Why can't you draw lines? Just
Sorry.
draw... Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Found it out. Okay. There. Good.
Hilarious.
So, starting from there. Going. Taco. I see. Genoa. And you're going to be going, you're trying to get to here, essentially.
Yeah.
And your idea is, the initial perfect route is this way. But then,
Right.
if you want to avoid the mountains, you'd go essentially around a little bit, or around.
Yeah, I mean, we don't go to Mediolanum, but, north from Genoa, then west, then kind of north again, which kind of bypasses Mediolanum and cross
I getcha.
there, and then we're
Yeah.
kind of traveling along the border.
So the idea is trying to avoid having to go through mountain passes in late autumn when it might decide to spin up a random blizzard.
Yeah, because apparently the direct road that goes, the Claudia Augusta, it's even named on the map, gets really bad in the winter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there are. So you'll basically be heading to Tarraco, via Toledo and Caesar Augusta, one presumes. Or you could be going southward, the southward way through Cordoba and Valentia. They're both fairly equidistant, honestly.
Yeah.
There's an equal number of stops, so it's the same difference either way. Smaller towns on the North Road, larger town in Cordoba, going south, which you pass through on your way to Augusta Emerita, actually.
Right. Yeah, that looks like 6 of one, half dozen another to me, unless there's anything particular at this time of year that makes any route worse than the other.
This time of year, not terribly. It'll be a bit rainy, no matter how you slice it, but it's not terribly rainy in Iberia at this time of year, as I recall. But you all.
I say we.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I say we just do the northern route,
There you
since
go.
there's a road leading directly from Augusta Emerita to Toledo to Caesar Augusta and down to Tarracal.
Makes sense.
All right. And all of you, by what means are you traversing? Are you grabbing the post horses? Are you going by carriage?
Yeah, I think post horses.
Post horses, I think we can all ride. Carriage would just be too slow, maybe?
Yeah. And post horses we can change for fresh and keep going faster or longer.
Yeah.
Since we're traveling good Roman roads. I do love what the Empress Ladybird has done for the flowers along the route. Sorry, that's a very American joke.
Oh.
So. You're riding along the Imperial roads. And some lesser roads. In what order do you usually ride? Who's up front, who's in back? Oh, and as to your augur, your augur will, as usual, have some things to tidy up in the last mission to smooth over. And also she has to kind of help with the priestess, Valeria, who suffered unthanked by Rufina, but she doesn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go to visit her. So rude. After she basically fawned after you for days. And knew things only your husband could possibly have known.
Oh, God.
Don't worry.
Figure out what was up
Roman
with the
hearts
voice in
are
the
cold.
mountains.
I'd say the Corvus rides up front, I'll guard the back, and we keep the noble in the middle.
Yep, sounds about right.
Okay. Do you ride...
Any one of us can fill an ambush check. We've proven this.
True.
And do you... ride in war gear, or do you just ride more comfortably with it all packed away?
While we're still in Iberia, I mean... What do you think?
Well, Corvus bought that good suit of, I don't know what the Roman name is because I'm away from the keyboard, of the leathers. So he wouldn't be wearing his chain, but he'd be wearing his, his travel armor, I guess we'll call it.
I'll ride out of war gear because my war gear is like super heavy. No point carrying it around on me.
No time.
So you both take the time in your mornings to strap on your armor and affix your weapons in their appropriate places.
Oh, no. I would ride out of war gear. My war gear is like...
Oh, not in war gear.
It is super heavy, what I have, so I'd rather not, lug it on me.
Yeah, and I'm just wearing my Corium Lorca, the leather armor.
Okay, so you're lightly armored.
Yeah,
so
and
to speak.
A little bit more, yeah.
I would wear my full armor because it's not that heavy. It's only Lorica Squamata.
It's a difference between people seeing you all... This is why I ask. It's a difference between people seeing you as legionnaires who are traveling and you look armed and dangerous, or you look like travelers. But also, it's a convenience thing. It's like, because if you're wearing your full kit every day, it's like, it weighs. Like, you're carrying all your stuff on you instead of in your saddlebags.
Yeah, so unless we're expecting danger, I mean, you never know, but then again, I'm prepared for it anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, Corvus's default quote-unquote disguise is to be Yulia's bodyguard, so leather armor kind of makes sense. Plus, you know, they're bandits on the road, so it's less conspicuous. Also less protecting, but what are you going to do?
Your duty, one hopes.
Duty.
And it's not raining that much, thankfully, after being basically having the sky opened up on you constantly.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's a relief.
Out of the rain, dry at last.
No longer covered in, no longer risking growing mildew in our clothing.
Everywhere we went, it was just constant rain. Do you remember the first when we were in Gallia? Just constant rain.
Yes,
I
unfortunately.
really kind of come to believe that's part of the threat, that it brings because the rain's also been like unseasonably cold every time. So I think that may just be part of the threat that's looming over us, or has been looming over us.
So now, in order to truly throw us a curveball, the gods should make Rachia hot as a desert.
In winter, yeah.
Please don't tempt them.
Mercury would never.
I did it again. Darn it. Sorry, I keep shrinking the screen on you folks out there. Players aren't seeing that. It's just you all out there seeing it. I'm just picking on you. Whoever's watching this out there in the VOD and such, sorry about that. But the road continues. You go by Mancio and Mancio, resting, eating, chatting as you do. Do you change the order of your march, or do you kind of keep it the same every time?
I think you flipped it the first time. Corvus leads from the front.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll take the back.
I'm sorry. There you go.
Now we keep it.
Okay. You notice it's not raining today.
Lovely.
Hooray!
In fact, as we're approaching the Costa Brava, it's probably going to get windy as hell.
Lots of rolling mountains.
So wait, Corvus, what do you remember about your hometown? It's been a while since you were there, no?
Several years since I was on assignment with the Legion there.
Well, the dead never spoke when you were there, right?
Do what?
The dead never spoke when you were there, right?
Not that I recall, although some of the Germanic tribes across the border would claim to speak to them regularly. But it's kind of your standard town on the limes.
I understand, considering I grew up in one as well. But my neighbors were desert nomads, whereas yours are, well, Germanic tribe. Did you suffer incursions very often?
From time to time, but I mean, there is a full Legion based there, and more often than not, the tribes closer to the border were more interested in trade than warfare. My father made quite a good living trading amongst them. But from time to time, there would be unrest, migrations of tribes within Germania would push other tribes against the border. Leaders would arise that would think they had a chance to conquer Augusta, Vindelicorum, or some other outpost.
I hope it isn't Germanic sorcery that we are going to encounter there. I don't know if... Well, it definitely doesn't fall into one of our accepted religions either.
True enough.
Can you should we need it.
Ow! Sorry,
Cat.
cat.
Did a cat just pounce on you?
Yeah, just nipped at me.
Can you converse with the other tribes if the need arises? You speak their language, right?
Yes, Latin, Ratium, and Germanic are the languages I'm fluent in.
Oh, good then. Should have little problems, or so I hope.
Let's hope, yes.
I will note that rumors of haunted forests are kind of par for the course in that part of the world. 12th Legion. How long ago was the 12th Legion Fulminata? Did it lose its standard, GM?
It doesn't say in the documents. I would ask for you a roll of some sort that requires dice to be incorporated into the task resolution, which I would put into the we'll say DeBello.
Okay.
In the auspice of knowing your military movements and history and how in tune you are with the larger movements of strategic maneuvering of Legion.
Not my best, but not my worst by far. 8. Didn't give me a chance to. That was weird. Test that. I just didn't do the drop down. Okay, that's fine. Thought the roller messed up.
You're not well versed in the strategic movements of legions. That's not something you sweat too much unless it's you'd have to look it up basically, but you don't know it off the top of your head.
Do either of you know when the 12th lost its standard? How long it's been lost?
I might know, maybe.
You might.
What's the roll again, sorry?
DeBella. DeBello, rather, not DeBella. Those are different things.
The beauty. Specialty in Castra, which is like military camps and whatnot, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's a D20. I'm not going to roll a D20 because that sucks. 14?
I want to say yes. Yep, yes is an appropriate thing to say. I would say best without seeing the number in front of you, but you recall that its providence was questioned around summer, late summer, which happens to line up with when you went on your first mission.
Yeah, so the standard was supposedly lost, at least what Scuttlebutt says, right around the time when we were in Gallia.
Huh.
A concerning chain of events, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
If it is all connected, and I pray to the gods above that it isn't, that it's merely just a freak accident, then we are perhaps dealing with something supernatural yet again. But then again, that is our job, isn't it?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Pardon me.
You see vultures picking at something on the grounds near the road. Not right next to it, but a little off. About a gathering of the things.
Are they the really big ones, like the condors?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
So that's how you can see them even from that far away. You're like, whoa, okay. That's there.
If we were to ride up to them, do they seem timid enough to, like, run away?
You're not sure. You're going, like, past them on the road. If you don't leave the road, you really won't ride toward them.
I'm curious what they are feasting on. Do you mind if we check it out?
Might as well.
Right. Corvus, I will try to scare them off, not kill them. I know how you and Diana are sensitive about these things. Can I
Okay.
fire an arrow, like, near them, just to see if they'll scatter?
Certainly could.
Do you want me to roll or something? Or?
No, I'll take it as read. You can fire an arrow roughly in their direction.
Yeah, just to see if, like, I want it to, like, clatter on the ground, so see if they'll scatter away. Still
No.
nothing?
They don't seem to react.
Damn it. Well, Corvus, what do you think? Is it okay to eliminate these creatures?
Should be fine, but maybe Cicero there could scare them off better. Might enjoy a
Okay.
chance to chase, too.
You know what? Maybe you have a point. Hey, Cicero,
Woof!
attack!
Woof! And happily goes after meat! Nummy meat. It's meat on the ground, and it's fresh, and everything. And then, it bounds its massive body through the vulture. It vanishes. And your dog, Cicero, woof, kind of looks around, looks up, looks down, growls, because it doesn't like this.
Heal.
It's
Very quickly
irritated.
heal.
Okay.
Very quickly. A mirage? What the hell?
The other vultures continue their feast, one short.
Come, companions, let's check this out really quickly. Move forward and, I don't know, try to touch them, like with my axe or with something.
As you all begin to move forward, the vultures fade. Leaving 4 mounds of disturbed graveworks.
Any sort of markings on them?
Certainly is.
What manner?
Very temporary markings. A bit of wood, and some. It's a hasty grave, put over with dirt and a marker with a little name on for each of them.
In a language that we can understand?
Oh, I'd say so.
Anyone we know?
Belisarius Corvus, Calypso, Julia Rufina, Tiberius Mauritanius.
Wow. What manner of cruel joke is this?
Tell me, Spirit, is this what is to come or what might be? Do I have time to change it?
Yes.
Well, I for one do not believe a second of this. Can I dig up my grave?
I'm gonna ask you for some Octoritas there. Actually, no, Ratio, Force of Will.
No, not the worst one. 8.
You've seen dead bodies before, you've served. You've always put them in the ground, though. You've never really unearthed them, and it's kinda in the ballpark of sacrilegious, but then again, these aren't exactly, proper entombments and burials. It's kind of a roadside whatever, and it's already been disturbed, so it's probably okay. You could probably do this. Yeah, this isn't creepy at all, and not at all a bad luck. You're right, it's not bad luck. You can do this. You can totally dig up the grave. It doesn't feel great, though.
I will go and dig up my grave.
Looks very similar to you.
What is he wearing?
Clothes similar to yours, build similar to yours, but he is unrecognizable due to the passing of time and the ravages of vultures.
So Tiberius is able to actually touch the grave marker and
Yep.
Also the remains. They
Yep.
didn't disappear like the vultures.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, whoever this is some mirage. play and buy this. I will take off the gravestone
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, disassemble it and just throw it somewhere.
Lose 2 pietas. You've desecrated a grave.
Up yours, whoever made that grave.
Corvus is just kind of. I think either the gods are warning us we're heading into deadly danger, or some foe is threatening us.
Hmm.
And either way,
the gods ought to know better than to jest like this.
either way, I kind of nod to the graves. It's where we'll end up one day, one way or another. So, but for now, we're still under the sun and breathing clean air. So let this serve as a warning to be on alert, but I don't see any reason to bother much more with it.
Fine. Let us depart this cursed place.
Yes.
Are you so bitey today?
So you return to the marching order, Corvus, Julia, and Tiberius, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice little Halloween interlude.
So you're riding along. It isn't raining today.
Yay! He said that the third time. I'm wondering if we're traveling in a loop. I think I've also said yay!
If you will note, we have not moved.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You've been riding on the road.
We have not moved.
Yeah, you've been riding on the road. What are you talking about?
Sure.
Yeah,
Beautiful rolling hills, you know.
Are we going in circles?
Yeah, I'm wondering if am I seeing the same landmarks pass again and again?
It's kind of hard to say, really. All one at the end. Mountains, more hills. But the Natura may see the difference there. Especially one that an urbanite would miss.
Exploration or navigation?
Yeah, you're not from here. Either way works.
Okay, I'll take exploration. That gives me a couple more die. Let's do that. Just the middle. That's fine. 14.
You're not sure how, but you're right. You have been moving in circles, but you've never turned really hard left or really hard right. Like, it doesn't, like, when you think it out, it doesn't make sense how you're doing that, but you're seeing the same things over and over. It's as if the day you camped today was the day you camped yesterday. Rather
You're right,
than the day
Julia.
after.
We are moving in circles somehow, although we don't seem to be taking turns. Don't know. Can I lead us out of this, maybe? Try to?
Give me a bit of ratio.
Ratio. That's not great. Unless the gods intervene. No, let's just do that. Oh, the gods did intervene. Goodness.
Yeah, as long as you concentrate, you have to be actively thinking about where you're going. You find once you do that, it's almost like a fog clears in your mind, and as you slowly start making your way, you see that the next morning, It's cloudy. The weather's different. The hills are different. You're not by that same bit of rock. You're in a different place now. You've moved forward. Or rather, you're in the place you camped for the night, so it makes sense. But you find you have to consciously do that. The minute you start, you feel, as you stop concentrating, you feel this strange fog kind of fill your brain. You get a little disoriented. And then the minute you concentrate on it, it fades. It's almost like you constantly have to be concentrating. So it's a little exhausting, but you're a traveler. Imagine you're getting actually a thing that Corvus probably could equate this to is when you're in deep woods or deep mountains and you're trying to keep your sense of north true. And to do that, you just have, if you concentrate on it, you could be underground spinning in circles. As long as you're concentrating on it, you know where north is. But you have to actively do it. Whereas you're out in an open field on roads, you shouldn't need to do that, but you find you have to do that for some reason.
All right, I will.
You actually even notice Yulia and Tiberius start to get, when they're getting the horses, they start like turning left. Like they're getting off the road to head back the way they came.
No, this way.
And then when Corvus points out, it's like, huh? Oh, right, obviously. We're supposed to go this way.
Yeah.
Why were we doing that? That was dumb. Or, oh, geez, I must be sleepy or something. That's weird. Like, it's unconscious. You don't notice it until it's been pointed out to you. Or you're thinking about it.
Here's hoping we can ride out of the area of effect eventually. But yeah, I will do whatever I need to do to keep concentrating and kind of, okay, it's just like being in the deep woods or mountains. I've got to keep my senses on the ball.
Corvus. Arcturus.
That's the worst one. Four.
Good Corvus. You find yourself fatigued as you are constantly. You can't get sleep. Like there's this moment. There's that moment where you try to go to sleep, but because you're actively thinking where true north is, as you're trying to sleep, it's hard to sleep like that because you're not thinking, I'm going to relax, I'm going to look at the stars. You're just trying to. You can't be idle. And so because of that, you do eventually fall asleep because you're on the ground and your body is tired and will make you sleep. But you wake up almost immediately with a sort of soldiers like, I need to be awake. Okay, we're straight enough. Okay. So that means you can never roll a total number of dice points greater than your hit points.
Okay.
Till this goes away.
Why Arcturus? At some point, you don't have to answer it during the game, but there have been a couple rolls of Arcturus, and I'm like, why is having this roll there? And you probably have a good reason. It just doesn't seem to match sometimes the book's definition of Arcturus. So I'm trying to figure out what my saves really are.
To me, it's a level of, in this case, it's confidence in yourself and your abilities. You could just say, you know what? I know where true north is. And if I lose it, I can find it tomorrow. But you're not. Okay. It's something's eating at you. Something's actively pushing at you. Going, no. You need to be aware. You need to watch me. And that's messing with you.
Okay, cool.
Right to ask, though. It's right to ask. If something seems off, you should investigate.
Well, and honestly, I need to get a better grip on what all the quote unquote saves are.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to. So okay, I can't roll higher than my hit points. So okay, cool. Again, here's hoping we ride out of it.
Pinged wine. Oh, okay. Good to know.
I have a question. Maybe I can help Corvus out a little bit. Are there any herbs out there that I could pick on the road that would alleviate what he's feeling? Something to like maybe calm the mind and relax the muscles of a sort?
That'd be like.
I have the Denatura herb lore.
Yeah, I'll take that.
See if we can get rid of that condition of yours. That is nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see him just actively be tired and yawning all the time.
Here's an 11.
Yeah,
I wonder if I can like pick something up.
you're able to
Running
find
gas.
some herbs that can a sort of soldier's chew to kind of help perk you up a little bit, and then some more herbs that kind of help him calm down at night so you can like get to sleep.
Tobacco for the road, so you can chew that and spit out that phlegm.
If only we were in Peru.
Anyway, yeah, I'll make you a little tincture for you to chew on during the day, and a tincture for the night, which will help you relax. Hopefully,
Sure.
that alleviates the fatigue.
Thanks.
The fatigue condition will pass.
Cool.
Because you will be
Nice.
really awake during the day and then really sleepy at night. Even if you're a little paranoid, you're like, paranoid. Oh, birds will eat me. It's like, okay, those are creepy things for him to say as he falls asleep, but alright, he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty sure those graves won't be yours in the future. I mean, you're mostly sure. Corbin, since you actually get to sleep, you get another roll. This one of sensibilities. As you dream a pretty dream.
Is everybody or just me?
Just you.
Okay. Sensibilitas. Do that. 10.
You dream a lovely dream. As you know that on the morning you shall soon find yourself looking upon the sea once again as you enter the city of Tarako. So, yeah, you ride down to the city, bustling city, autumn, in getting people into the nice harvest mood, and everyone's there's holidays coming up for the season, and there's traders that come and go. You have people going from all across, from Gallia, from Italia, from Mauritania. There's even like one or two people from all the way from Arabia. Like it's a pretty nice, because Tarako is a pretty busy port in Iberia. It's one of the major ports of the province, and it's the most mare internum facing of the cities, walled and such. There is the Colosseum is making some noise as there's some event or such going on. And there are plenty of boats to go around. It won't take, and with your official papers, you can just get on any military boat, or you can just tell some merchant. But honestly, if you want to you can just walk up to some military boat and go, "Hey, where are you going? This way? You're going that way. You're going that way. Imperial orders. Oh, this has the Imperial seal on it. Gotcha." Wherever you want to go. Your duties supersede ours.
Sorry, I just saw the message, Corby.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, they got ones too.
Okay. I will tell our companions as we ride towards the city of the dream I dreamed.
You will.
Yeah. All of that seems the dreams have turned out to be very important in the past, so.
Now I've received it. Oh.
I put it in the...
Ah.
So what did you dream about?
Seems ominous.
I dreamed of traveling a road that wound through graves, all of which were marked with names that seemed to be related to me, but not yet, but that kind of loomed in the future. Kind of like what we experienced, I was riding along the same stretch over and over and over again, with some sort of voice urging me on.
You all feel a stiff, cold breeze up from the ocean. Even your horse is shivering from the sudden change in temperature.
It's almost as if the land of Iberia wishes to throw us out. I don't understand. I dreamt of cats. A litter of cats, in fact.
Edie's.
Cats are adorable.
Yes, and perhaps they are what is necessary to get us out of this horror.
Let's hope.
Why is the weather changing so suddenly? Is the situation worse than we are thinking? What do you think? Not just in Raetia or Iberia or Gallia, but in the Empire.
Well, I think what we have dealt with in our missions thus far has been facets of the same threat to the Empire. So I think what we've learned in Iberia is that what we've been doing, in a sense, is shoring up the pillars of Empire. The whatever threatens it is trying to eat through the supports. And there's some suggestion that it's going to come, but if we can keep the pillars strong, Rome will be able to kind of shrug it off. But if we don't, then catastrophe will follow. So I think there's a darkness falling over the Empire.
Fruits, dates, fruits and dates. Do you want to buy some?
Aren't dates a fruit?
Yes, says the person in thick accent that you can't quite place. Seems Latin is not their first language. Nor their second, nor their third. You're not entirely sure how.
Wait, does he have a monkey? Because I know about monkeys and bad dates.
I'll have some dates, good man.
Dates! Dates!
Sure.
Here you go. Here you go. Dates! Dates and fruits!
Yeah. Where did he come from, this guy?
You're riding into town, so you just kind of...
Oh.
Yep.
You're riding along, talking among yourselves like, person selling me things. He's not even near the market, he's just kind of there.
I'll hand him some denarii and, I don't know, get some dates from him.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dates!
I will also buy some dates.
Dates and fruits? Dates for you. Dates for you, thank you. Denarii?
I'll hand the denarii for her. No, you're noble, don't worry. I'll hand the denarii for her.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm not hungry, thank you.
Dates? Dates and fruits? Feed bird? Erox looks disdainfully at the dates. seeds maybe, but your bird is not going to eat fruits that prey eat.
Right. Right.
I mean, good for you to gather it and all, but use it for lures and
He is
stuff.
a bird of
stupid human.
prey, as we are apes of the hamburger. Yeah, so I'll wave the guy off.
Dates and fruits, and you could just ride away from him. You're on horses; he's not. So.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
run away.
He'll harass you for a little bit until he gets a little too far away from the place he normally shouts at travelers and gives up and goes back.
So is this cold breeze coming off the sea, does it continue, or was it just like a momentary...
It's just a momentary gust.
Okay.
Goes back to a more cool autumn. Actually, a fairly warm autumn because you're in Iberia, so it's a little warmer here than you think. That's why it was so startling. You're like, it's a little cooler than we were used to a couple months ago, and then, where'd that breeze come from?
Take a military transport or hire a merchant?
Military transport might get us the fastest, I suppose.
If we get kind of a view of the docks, Corvus will look out for the sail with the Silver Dragon. Just on the off chance.
Look about, casting your eye for that telltale sail.
Let me scroll all the way back up to figure out where the hell that name was. Captain Sapphiros, Lady Annette, Dragon in the Light of Peace.
There you spy its glimmering sail, a jewel on the dock.
Do we
Look
plan
yonder.
To become
Some friends.
repeat customers of theirs?
Well,
As
Captain
well,
Sapphiros
honestly.
seems to have a good relationship with Neptune.
Aye, so he does.
And we know that Genoa is a regular port of theirs. I believe that's where we caught them last time. It's worth a shot.
As
Yes.
we were heading over to Mauritania, yes. Fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah, let's head that direction.
You descend down and find yourself at the busy docks. You see that the sailors from all over are moving things to and fro, and guarded them is the lady with a thick Gallian accent in her green armor. And she turns, gazing across the dock, sees all of you, and gives you all a friendly smile and a nod as you get. But she doesn't leave her post. She just kind of nods and acknowledges you're there. Kind of waits for you to get closer to her before she says anything.
Close. Salve, Lady Annette.
Salve. It is a pleasure to see all of you. It has been the better part of the latter of autumn.
It's been a while, yes. Have you been well?
I have I've been busy. Had to help someone with their their wagon. I got a bit stuck in a building, but after that, it was pretty uneventful for us. Kind of lost track of them though. I'm sure they're okay. And you?
I've been well.
Is good. What brings you to the docks?
Well, we are in search of a booking passage to Genoa, and we saw the light of the Dragon in Peace, and thought we would see if Captain Sapphiros was headed in that direction in a reasonable time for our mission. better to sail with someone we know and someone who's proven to have a strong relationship with Neptune than perchance take a risk on someone who doesn't. But we are, unfortunately, as always, on a timetable. However, we are on Imperial business, and so we can, of course, offer the captain good and ready payment.
All of you, I call you to a roll. And that roll will require Ratio. Feel a headache pulsing between your temples.
Ratio. Okay. Let's go with that. Sure. Could have been better, but could have been worse.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Am I supposed to be rolling something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ratio.
Ratio again. Oh lord. Apologies. I was in the bath. 5. Oh, it's going good.
You all, as you're speaking with good lady, you find yourselves hearing things in double. Her voice, your voice, the voice and sounds and trouble of the dock, to such a dizzying way. The moment you start remarking, you would remark on such, Yulia and Corvus, you find as you're about to remark it, it just kind of goes to normal. But for Tiberius, it doesn't go away. It builds, it crescendos, and doubles upon itself to such a degree that you are sure to be cursed. No roll can exceed your current pietas.
Oh, wow. I don't know why I said that.
Don't worry, I don't normally roll that high anyway.
And the two of you who might have remarked on it, like, do you notice that sort of thing? It fades, but you can see it is visible on Tiberius's face that is, like, he's reacting to noises. Like, there's that odd jerking of the head of, huh, what's that? Huh, what's that? Because it doesn't make sense. It's very discombobulating.
Look around to see who's using speakers instead of a headset.
Yeah, is there a source to this noise?
Yulia, Corvus, the night, the people, birds. The ocean. The ocean is, every time it crashes, it just gets louder.
Is there anything that's the most clearest of them all?
The good lady seems rather clear.
I see. Okay. Then I'll do my utmost to, like, try and drown out any noise that is not her voice.
I will call upon you once more, Ratio.
It's not my strong side. Come on. 6.
And the curse lifts.
Oh, good.
Are you You, you seem,
I
disturbed.
am fine. It has been a long journey, and we are tired, madam. I hope you understand.
This is, fine. Peers at you,
Just kind of
narrows her eyes, and looks around a little bit. Perhaps, we can, get you all aboard and, get you situated. By what means do you intend to... Actually, you know what, we'll speak with the captain, and we can work out things from there.
I wouldn't mind a bunk right about now. Thank you, good lady.
Mm. Yes.
You sure she's not from Ratia? Girl sounds Swiss.
She is, well-traveled.
Or at least from Alsace-Lorraine. Except she seems to be more confident in her origins. We have French, we have always been French. We have German, we have always been German.
And in short order, with showing of your imperial seal upon your bona fides, the Captain Spheres is more than happy to take members of the Roman Empire on journeys because he knows he's going to get reimbursed. It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
It does redirect him. He wasn't entirely intending to Genoa quite yet, but he doesn't mind hurrying up. He's going to be paid for the difference anyway, so sure.
Yeah.
God bless Rome.
Yeah.
Always love getting a good government contract.
We're from the government. We're here to help. Somehow that's a good thing.
If the government is the Empire of Rome, then perhaps yes, it is.
Yeah. Except for the cohorts Arcana shows up, it's like, we're from the government. Something's terribly wrong.
We don't talk about that, okay?
Right. Hi, we're from Delta Green. You're fucked.
Oh, you mean like Delta Force? No.
Sure.
Delta's in the name, but it's not quite accurate. And
Yeah, I mean, once we've negotiated that, I think how quickly is he going to leave?
he's ready to go whenever you are.
Okay, cool.
He could wait. He was planning to stay a bit longer, but if you need to, if you're in a hurry on official business, he can grab what he can and whatever. He'll just mark what he missed out on.
Groovy. Yeah, let's go. And I'll make an offering and send up a prayer to Diana for protection because Corvus is kind of convinced that something's messing with us deliberately.
I'll make an offering to Mars for actual protection.
What?
He is the god of war.
Yes, well, I have a triune god.
Yes, your God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above. We get it, all right?
She, and not real heaven, but, you know, the moon, the forests, also underground and the underworld, so, you know, get it right.
Hey, I'm not one of those pietists for being blasphemous. That's your problem. You, as you get underway, the lady, meets with you on the deck as the ocean stretches out before you. I do not wish to pry too much upon the matters of the Praetorian Lex Arcana, but have you come into ill contact with a Magi or a Late Witch or something of such?
I believe so, but I'm just making the logical conclusion from some recent events that have affected us. I mean, our work obviously has us encountering dispel forces on the regular basis. So it could just be ripples from our last mission. But yes, I have experienced several odd things that feel like at least attempts at attacks.
If you will forgive the impertinence of a non-member of the Lex Arcana, I would say to you, or unto you, that you, the three of you have a sort of almost as if you come from pallbearing. No, not the word. Come from a funerary. Yes. A pall upon your faces. Not to say you do not look radiant, each of you, but you look radiant from seeing the dead.
Corvus recalls both his dream and the graves. I thought I put that in the chat. I guess not.
Put what in the chat?
The dream poem. When I told everybody about it.
Huh? I guess you did talk about it, right?
Yeah, I told everybody about it.
Yeah.
Put it in the chat again. Great, the GM's using Discord against me now. Ah!
What are you talking about? You understand what you're talking about. You find this odd forgetfulness. And actually, your character, I would actually presume, your character's the sort that scribbles things down on bits of parchment as sort of little reminders. Maybe a doodle or two of a cool bird you saw, because you're out in the woods for a while.
Yep. Literally has a notebook. It literally has a little codex, yeah.
You notice the bits where you wrote down the dream are blank. Thankfully, your character has a really good memory. It's almost as if there's something else way out among the gods that is helping you. And whoever it is really likes a cat.
Who is the cat goddess? It's associated with Rome. I mean, there's
one. Cats, if I recall, were sacred to Diana most of all, but they were more worshipped in Egypt by the older deities of Egypt than any Roman. So, if anything, Diana's the one that really digs cats.
Is something
that true?
The matter?
GM?
What's that?
Is that true, GM, that cats are associated with Diana? That is not scanning right with the player knows.
She likes animals in general, but she doesn't have a special love for cats.
All animals are sacred to Diana, right?
Yeah.
So.
As opposed to a goddess of cats. That'd be more like something in the Egyptian pantheon of, I believe it's Bast.
Yeah, Bastet was
Bastet.
the goddess.
Yeah, I know that.
Should, if you played enough Cthulhu, huh?
Wait.
But good Corvus, I'm referring to someone a little more mortal than that. Just far more metaphysical than that. Is everything alright? You seem disturbed, good Corvus?
I am disturbed. Something is working its will upon my friends and I, making us forget or misremember certain things, lose our way, but someone is helping me maintain some level of bearings, but I don't have the mystical knowledge and capabilities necessary to really figure out what's going on. It's not my field. Do I know of this entity with cats? Does Corvus know who that might be or what that might be?
He seems oddly familiar with it, yeah. Though the name escapes him.
Anything I can do to try to remember the name or remind myself the name?
DiMaggio.
It's not great, but it's a shot anyway. Imperial cults?
No.
Okay. That's the only thing I got to make it a little better. So yeah, this is a Hail Mary. Yeah, 4.
You don't feel malice of it, but you're not sure of it either.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Again, dealing with these kind of things is not what I usually do, but I'd take any help if it was offered. And certainly to try and shake off whatever is attempting to mess with our minds.
I would say to you that as you are on your eternal duties, you and I presume since you are all living that you have been successful, and since you are wearing nicer armor than I last met you, you are doing your superiors your honor and glory. So I would say that when one spirit has the anima fabulous, you can find yourself drawing upon shadows that balk at your light. So I find that to what god you find comfort and succor from, you look to them and pray upon them to give you shelter from the darkness that would dim your light. For it is in our duty to ourselves and to our God that we find ourselves on the righteous path and not led astray by our eternal duties in the now and the hereafter.
Fair enough. I will keep up my prayers to Diana then.
Yes.
Particularly in once the moon is out.
And as you're getting ready to relax again, and she gets back to doing things, you hear an audible snap and pang of things going loose, and you see the sail just suddenly lurch and start unfurling like askew, and then the whole boat just starts spinning. It starts just going left a little bit, and then you hear shouts of stop, 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 stop. Fix the sail, fix the sail.
I'll jump in and help. I've got sailing.
I do not, so I will stay put.
Give me some de corpore to get in there and help out.
De corpore or de natura? Because sailing's under de natura.
I'll take de natura with sailing, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Do that combo. 12 out of 20.
9.
The two of you pitch in, start grabbing at stuff with everyone else, and even if you, where Tiberius, you're moving around. Are you doing sailing or corpore? So I have an idea.
The corpore.
So yeah, for you,
Actually, I'll help with the corpore as well, because I think I've got a decent de corpore.
yes, you certainly can pitch in.
And yeah. Yeah. All right.
You, Yulia and Tiberius, the two of you are directed by others who know more about sailing what needs to be lifted or what needs to be moved out of the way. So it's a lot of what do I need to do, and there's probably the half beat for the two of you of where do you need us, sort of look, and then it's a grab that. Whereas Corvus, you're kind of like you know where you need to be. It's like in a crisis like this, so you kind of move very quickly. I need to grab that. That's super important. Or sometimes you're the person answering the question. It's like Tiberius, grab that real quick, or untie that. Yes, just cut it. It doesn't matter. But in rapid order, you're able to bring the sail, and some people get some bumps and bruises, but no one gets seriously hurt. And the helm and such is brought to good order once again. And the captain is cursing in a variety of languages, and then looks around at you, and then clenches his jaws. He's worried, as it's plain he's blaspheming at some point, and he doesn't know if you've noticed it, so he just kind of stomps off to curse somewhere else away from your earshot, but you can hear him because he curses pretty loud.
Sailor. Loud for sailors.
As it is clear very quickly, even if you don't understand all of it, you notice that this has really thrown him off, because by the time you got everything in good order, he's lost bearing on where he is. So it's going to take him some time to get the ship back on course. Just because there was a lot of keeping an eye on what your course was fell away when the sail gave, because if it wasn't taken care of, it could be ruined completely, and they'd have to waste a lot of time replacing the sail, or someone could have gotten really hurt or knocked into the ocean, for God's sake.
Right.
You're basically the boat will sit mostly idle. It'll kind of drift a little bit as the sailors kind of start repairing the sail and getting it back into place again. And there's some thanks from everyone that you all helped out.
Would Sephiroth accept an assistance with his regaining the bearings? I do have both sailing and navigation under Denatra.
Do you go into his cabin, so to speak?
I'll knock.
You knock at it, and you see him fling open the door. What?
Just seeing if I can be of any assistance after that whirligig of an accident. I might be able to help figure out our bearings again. I have some experience navigating both by sea and land.
Peers at you. He sighs, takes a deep breath. Right. Go to the bow, get me a bearing, it's got night by now, so you know the stars, figure ourselves out, and let's see how much we bear close to... I was navigating by the bear, but if you can find some way to figure out how north or south we've gotten, that'd be great and helpful. At the least of which, figuring out precisely how far we may have drifted, so feel free to ask around. I'm gonna go over the charts.
Sure thing. So yeah, I'll go to the bow and see if I can find us a bearing.
Give me Denatra. And actually, you have all fallen into exploration tasks, because that's what he's doing. Because he has to figure out where the hell the boat went. So
it's gonna be...
you need at least 9 successes total, and it requires a difficulty of 6, because you're just trying to figure out where you are roughly so you can get back on course, because everything's fixed. It's just now, okay, how do we get where we're going?
Right.
Without just sailing north and hoping we hit land, which,
Ferox will reduce that by 1 level. Anything hunting and exploration he reduces by 1.
That pulls you down to 3, essentially. Effectively, rather.
And how many successes do we need?
You need 6.
6. Okay, that's not terrible between the 3 of us.
It's Denatra,
right?
Yep. And actually, I will say to you that no matter what you do, you'll get at least 1 success, because the captain will have some idea what's going on.
Fair enough. All right. There's 3.
There's 2.
As Yulia relaxes, everyone else tries to figure out where you're going.
Yeah, I'm not really a navigation person. I'm more of a city person.
Well, if that's
Um,
5 and we hit, and the captain gives us another, that's 6.
It
So I
is.
might see if I could give like the sailors a pep talk or something.
Now you give me to society.
Cool. Does command oratory apply actually?
Oh, yes.
Cool. Because, I might not be useful with a secant and compass, but maybe I'm useful to keep morale up, anyways. And submit. Nice.
You find that the crew buoys up quite readily and easily. They seem to have suffered much on the sea. They're all seasoned. And with just a bit of a pep talk, everyone's goes from work as usual to, no, you know what? It may be another day, but it's a good day. And we figured it out, even with new people aboard. We're on an official mission. We're getting paid no matter what. So you know what? This isn't just an okay day. This is a pretty good day. Despite the scariness for a while ago. So, because you very quickly learn just from talking to people that most sailors in the same scenario would probably fall to a bit more despairing because they would see an omen in this. Maybe blaming you 3 for the omen, but these people don't hold any grudge against you. They don't blame you at all for this. They take it as this is what happens. The sea is dangerous sometimes, and sometimes boats do weird things, and they just... Actually, I would even go so far with that higher roll. I would go so far as you find that they almost move with a confidence of the Lex Arcana. Like, they're not frightened by strange omens. They just acknowledge and go, okay, back to work. Good to know, but back to work. We'll figure that out in a second. We're lost at sea, you know. But between Corvus and Tiberius and the captain, and the crew getting back into ready order, very quickly you're able to find your bearing and carry on your journey.
Hooray!
Nice.
Ah. The captain apologizes for the scariness of a few days ago. It is we have noticed that the weather has been getting a little more intense, and we did not anticipate it taking so much of the wind. After looking into it, it was found that we simply just not brace for the higher winds and some of the damage we suffered from the storm, the rainstorms that were blanketing the coastline. But your assistance is more than appreciated, and of course, the captain has communicated himself to you through me, that there is a discount to the Empire for the inconvenience and the slowdown as we take responsibility for the delay in your eternal duty.
I'm sure the Empire will be really chuffed to hear that.
It's very, very kind of you and of the captain. Although I, for one, do not hold the captain or the crew at fault. The sea is often unpredictable, no matter how propitiated Neptune might be.
Yes.
And you see as the ship starts to pull in, they start getting the ropes out, and crew gets underway to get back to their normal duties. She kind of looks around one last time, and before she at them, just to see if she has enough time to say stuff, or she has to get down there and start guarding the dock again. I say to you that I would not say this with the sailors listening too close, but I do believe that something is hunting you and is resenting your interference in whatever it is doing, or it is doing rather. But I think that you can have confidence in yourselves, in your guts, and should your how you say Cantaberum, if your Cantaberum works together, then I think you will see righteousness and victory in your steps.
Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you. Yes.
Indeed.
And a lot of you disembark. And I'll note to Tiberius and Corvus in particular. Actually, Corvus in particular is the only one that rolled sailing. Corvus, you notice that for all the damage that happened, that kind of strains the mast a bit, and that would require some like bit of carpentry. They may even want to think about replacing the mast, given how much torque it took from the sail. It looks fine when you walk by it. It's only been you didn't see a carpenter come out to fix it while you were on deck.
Interesting.
That was a bit out of left field, though, wasn't it? And for heartfelt congratulations.
Huh?
It was a bit out of left field, wasn't it? Unexpected, to say.
Whose congratulations?
The woman's.
Oh, I didn't read it as a congratulation. I think it was more like a continuation of the conversation that Corvus and she had earlier about Corvus being concerned that something was after him. And she was,
The encouragement as well? How does she know that something is hunting her? Is she a seer?
Perhaps.
Well, yeah, I mean, we know she's something, and Corvus did mention the idea before, and, probably, that whole sudden sail thing on a ship that obviously is this taut and well run and handled is, that probably was a part of it.
The magia.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'm a magical sort of person.
I am not. Sort of flower.
7.
3.
I should roll mine, shouldn't I? What do I have?
Yeah, the gods may favor you. You never know.
Does Imperial gods apply to this?
No, sadly.
I didn't think so. Gods don't favor me, but pretty darn close to it.
Yeah. With me invoking that roll, it is sure that something magical occurred here, but you're not sure what. Because that was very oddly timed. That disaster.
Yeah.
And the average Roman might just blame these foreigners for just running a shoddy boat, but you know better. These people are not so neglectful as to let their ship get into bad order with paying customer support.
Right.
In any case, they wouldn't tell us after the fact, oh yes, something is totally hunting you. So.
Yeah, you clearly get the feeling that there was the public answer in front of the sailors, and then there was the private answer after we left.
Nonsense. You know as well as I do that crazy things can happen at sea. The weather's unpredictable. Actually. Fucked.
You guys screwed like big time.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not blaming you, but...
I don't know what's hunting you, but I want you off my boat.
What sort of spirit, though, has no qualms about going over large distances and over bodies of water?
one that threatens multiple points at the Empire,
Mhm.
from Gallia to Mauritania to Iberia.
The same one.
Yeah, I do. I think every mission we've had, at least, is connected, and at this point, we have thwarted whatever the Dark God's plans may have been 3 times. We've drawn an evil eye.
Corvus,
Yeah.
I would ask upon you a roll of vigor. See how tired you feel after such a eventful journey.
Let's do that. 7. So, pretty tired, but
Yeah, the two of you notice Corvus gives you a bit of a yawn, even though it's mid-morning. You've had time to shake out the cobwebs, but Corvus, despite the yawn, you slept a little less than normal, but it occurs to you now, oh right, I don't have to do the True North thing anymore, because you suddenly, as you think about it in that yawn, oh, the fog's gone. I don't have to do that anymore. Oh, thank God.
Nice.
Because you've been doing it this whole time.
Do you want us to get you some smelling salts from the market?
no, I want somebody to invent coffee.
Mouth just tastes of constant herb chewing and herb-infused sleep.
Get over that. To the post house, I think, and let's carry on.
Get some horses and get out of here, yeah?
I still think we're making fairly decent time.
Don't worry, there's another curveball in there somehow.
Yes.
Dates and fruits for sale.
This guy.
Not this guy again. It's like the cabbage guy from Avatar, I swear to God.
Dates and fruits? You want fruit? You want dates?
Could just be a coincidence. Could not be the same guy. We are for sure in Genoa now, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. You are in Italia. The diction of everyone, the change in the cosmopolitanry. Actually, some of you probably been to Genoa at some point during your training.
Well, we shipped from there from Mauritania, yeah.
Yeah, we shipped out from here to Mauritania.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you've very recently been through here. Dates,
Okay,
dates and fruits.
Hard ignore.
Dates and fruits.
Over there.
Good lady.
Customers over there.
Good lady, you must like dates and fruits. Makes you smell nice.
Oh.
Dates and fruits. Good for the skin. Yes.
I'm good, thanks.
Dates and fruits. Birds love fruits. Dates and fruits.
Tell me, have you a cousin in Tarraco?
Yes, I have many cousin. You buy from all. Dates and fruits.
God. Like that one generic vendor in the video games.
This guy looks remarkably familiar. Like you spitting image of that guy. Slightly different clothes, but same guy more or less.
I don't know if we should all eat or we should all refuse.
Ferox, once again, looks disdainfully. It had plenty of nice eats of fish, and the meat you give it does not want to eat fruit again. Never.
It's the doors that turn of years. We are the watch that never sleeps, nor dies, nor dreams, nor hears. I have another dream to tell you that you'll forget about.
Oh?
Yeah, just kind of, move on past the dates and fruits guy.
Dates and fruits. Dates and... Oh, why is no one buying today? Dates and fruits. Not you again. How'd you cross the sea?
What? Who's he saying that to?
The captain, who seemed very surprised to see this guy.
Oh. So I will tell them of another dream that I had. The stones repeat their numbered scars. The milestones whisper all return. No fire burns, but burns again. No bridge, but waits to burn. Something about they're the wheel that does not cease, the hinge that turns the door of years. They are the watch that never sleeps, nor dies, nor dreams, nor hears.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but this all seems to be focused on repetition. Something like we're experiencing right now.
Yes.
Mm.
So does this imply that we are supposed to go through with this repetition until the circle becomes undone? But this would mean that we will be marching through the Alps until we are bones.
Or perhaps
know.
we're supposed to break the repetition to undo the circle. It's a shame that Calypso is unavailable. We could use her augury.
Indeed. I can't make heads or tail of this. All I know to do is to keep trying to reach our destination and fulfill our next mission.
It seems to be perhaps the only thing we can do for now. We've bought dates from this man back in Taraco. We haven't bought dates from him now. In a way, we've sort of already broken the routine.
I suppose, although I didn't buy dates from him in either place.
I did, and I paid for Yulia as well last time. Still haven't reimbursed me, by the way.
I pay you back now.
No, don't pay him back. Remember, he lost your purse of coins.
I did not.
You did? We had to get the lady for the boat, Lady Annette, to help us track him down, because you and I couldn't find him for nothing.
It turned out she was a great bounty hunter. In any case, like your dream said, onward. We must march until the circle comes undone.
So what's your travel order again?
I think once we're back.
Different.
Oh.
I would like to march up front, Corvus in the back.
Okay.
Okay.
Or if you really want to shake it up, then Rufina needs to be front or back, and I need to be middle.
Now we're getting into like permutations. I don't know.
It's not like Yulia can't take care of herself.
That's true. You know what, Lady Yulia? We are in Italia, your homeland. You take charge.
Very well. I shall take the lead on the party and continue the way through.
Sounds good.
Now that we're in a more civilized land. Spoken as a true Roman.
Yeah.
Civilized.
You travel, instead of going the most direct route, because you're trying to evade the coming of winter, start swinging westward. Yulia, you can give me a bit of ingenium.
Ingenium, you say?
Oh.
That's a bit unfortunate for me, but it's not as unfortunate as Tenatra would be. Yeah, could have been better.
Beautiful countrysides, beautiful cities, roads that have been well maintained by the Empire since you were born. Indeed, the legacy of Rome and its command of road and mountain is impressive to see. No matter how many times you see it. On the road,
Again?
you encounter 3 people heading south. Italian, a Roman lady with, according to her attire, with bright red hair. A Mauritanian mountain of a man who looks like he chews glass for supper, and a Ratian wearing some leathers and a bit of a casting look, and every so often you kind of see him dig into his bag, kind of as he sees you approaching, kind of peers at you, and you see him oddly kind of take his attention off the horse. He's fine, and kind of scribbles in a bit of paper.
Are we looking at ourselves?
It would appear so, wouldn't it? Quick
You
greetings
go-
if we're passing by, you know, salve, salve.
Do you continue approaching them, or do you stop?
Yes.
I
I
mean,
would continue.
we're going to pass by each other on the road, right?
Oh yeah. Unless you do something weird.
I'd certainly
well.
continue.
Yeah, might as well continue.
Sure.
And they start continuing by you. Salwe?
Salve?
Salve.
They peer at you all.
Peer right back.
Likewise.
Actually, as you get a lot closer, one thing that probably would have become a lot more apparent. You notice the person up front is in war gear. And she gives Yulia a look.
Is it
Not to bother, but what's your business on the Imperial Road? She says mostly to Yulia.
We travel in service of the Lex Arcana. More than that, I cannot say.
You do?
Yes.
Right. So do we. But I don't... Well, rather, I recognize you, but I don't recognize you. We must have trained together at the Scalara.
Perhaps.
Are you, well, you are patrician. May I ask your family?
Yulia.
Okay. I know all the Yulia. I don't recognize anyone who looks like me. So, it is a crime to impersonate a patrician, so I would like you to answer me honestly. Get mad, I promise.
Not impersonating.
Can I see your bona fides? And you see her reaching into her bag to reach for to grab at something.
I will keep my hand on my weapon in case.
Is she reaching the place that Yulia usually reaches for her bona fides?
Yes.
I will present mine.
She presents hers. What? And you notice it's an exact copy of yours. Right down to that weird little turn where you bumped it into a table once, and you really mean to get it replaced soon. You probably should have before you left town, but you didn't have time. Am I you or are you me?
I am myself.
Okay.
Have you all come from Ratia on business?
You notice the man in back kind of peers over. Yes, we have. Have you come from Iberia? By sea?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we the beginning of the loop meeting the end of the loop? And have you been having like weird dreams and visions that things try to make you forget?
We're seeing ourselves. What?
Cats?
It's the
Seen
loop.
Cats?
Yeah, I've seen cats. Too many. Hold on. So. Okay. So this is us heading north to Ratia. And we're them heading away from it?
You're us heading south.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you completed your mission to Ratio?
Might be best that we don't.
Besides,
Care so much?
yeah, because it's entirely possible one of us is an illusion, and we may be saying things to an illusion who isn't actually Lex Arcana.
If this is truly us from the future, a paradox would crumple this reality. There is no way that we can exist at the same place at the same time. Touch my hand and prove me wrong.
I didn't know he was into temporal mechanics.
Tiberius,
It's
question mark, comes
it's
over to
basically
reach out his hand, as the other two kind of like, wait, hold on. And, oh, whatever, he's doing what he wants, sort of look.
I'll give him a Ben-Hur handshake.
He returns it.
We haven't disintegrated.
And you notice that there are fresh scars on him.
Who gave you these, soldier?
Again with the maybe we don't exchange too much information about the mission? Just in case?
It's not a big deal.
Correct something?
It's... Let's say I fought our enemies, and they got what for?
Well then,
You notice he's
I
absent
pray that-
a Cicero equivalent. Same with your... there's no Ferox among them as well.
what happened to your dog?
Rides away from you a little bit, gets back into line.
Well, what
Let's
happened to
just
your dog?
say Mars can get stuffed.
Oh, no. I mean, yes, but no. What?
So... We didn't do this last time, did we? No, I checks notes. No, I would have remembered that. As the other two give a look back, like you had to check your notes for that sort of look, and then look back to you three.
Where's the sage? The priestess.
Maybe we shouldn't be telling them things. I mean, it could. And then, Tiberius in the middle says, "She's back cleaning up as usual." He shrugs.
I'm glad I can get information out of someone. Nice to meet a like-minded person.
Oh, God.
Likewise.
It's two of them.
Oh, I can't deal with two of them.
Right,
Very
so
well.
as far as I know, none of us have the training and resources that might possibly solve whatever this is, so we just go about our businesses?
I can't think of a better idea. That's your counterpart.
Yeah, this is not where we excel.
Tiberius, whom do you worship now, if not Mars?
Oh, still Mars, obviously, but you know. Mars can be Mars.
And yet we still worship him.
What, don't you?
Of course I do. Never mind. I thought that... Never mind.
We've had we've had worse superiors.
I think we should move on. This is scrambling what little brain I have left.
Right, okay, so we're gonna carry on, and you're gonna carry on, and we'll leave each other alone then.
Yes,
Good luck.
that seems wise.
Oh, don't tempt the fates with luck.
Fair enough.
And they continue riding off.
Yeah, guys, I have no idea what to do with that.
Frankly, neither do I. I was trying to catch them out on something, but, you know, what can you do?
That was bizarre.
That was incredibly bizarre.
By any laws of magic, we could not exist in the same place at the same time, or perhaps I am even dreaming that up.
Well, unless we're not in the same time, just in the same place. If they're us from the future and we're us from now, or
How
from their
about
past.
this? What if there is a rift in dimensions? What if we have seen ourselves from another universe? From another reality? An alternate branching path, which we may or may not take.
Could be. Who knows?
So,
Of
What if they were
what is her
us?
name?
They were us, but they have taken some choices which have perhaps led to something else. Choices which we may not take. What if the veil has become so thin here that we are starting to see different dimensions?
The only person who could really has much of a chance of answering any of that would be Calypso, and she's not here. And, you know, this could again just be that same force we've been pushing back successfully so far, messing with us.
let's
God's
that
damned
is-
priestess. We'll find another one.
I mean, the dream kept talking about circularity.
Does that mean that we will find another Calypso in Ratia? Since she stayed
knows?
behind there to clean up?
Could be.
Oh, Mars preserve us, this is going to be a long month, isn't it?
Do you guys remember the dreams I told you about?
They seem to
I
have slipped
guess.
my mind. I remember vaguely.
I'll look back at my little notebook where I jotted down the last one and re-jotted down the previous one.
Blank.
Something's taking the clues away. All right.
We're almost at our destination. We shouldn't falter now.
Now, while we ride, let me try and refresh our memories.
And in
Yes.
short order, you get to Lungdunham. You guys haven't been this way. Oops.
My bird, your dog.
Now I think we get off before Lugdunham.
What do you?
Looking at the map, yeah, north from.
Oh yeah, you're right.
then
You're right. Yep.
Yeah, we're kind of skirting both Mediolanum and Lugdunham to get on the.
Well, at the crossroad.
Yeah.
Dates and fruits.
By the gods, what is this?
Fine. What kind of fruits do you have? I don't want dates.
Apples, pears.
Oh, a pear is pretty good. Are they ripe?
They're ripe enough.
They're not bruised.
No more than you.
That's a pretty bad pair. I expect a discount.
Okay. Fair. He puggles out, he ruffles her back as he was talking to it looks like this person doesn't properly pack his fruits properly, so they kind of jumble into each other sometimes, get little bruises. This is the sort of fruit you probably want to eat today.
Yeah, fair enough. It was like I was planning on saving it.
But it's a pear. It's pretty good. In appearance, whether you eat it or not, it's up to you.
So, how did you get from Genoa to here ahead of us?
What?
You were in Tarraco, then you were in Genoa, and now you're here at this crossroads north of Genoa before us when we'd been on horseback. You're a recurrence. You're a recurring fruit seller is what you are.
I could not possibly tell you. I don't, looks around at the three of you and looks very puzzled.
Oh, you don't have to tell him. I'll have an apple, please, and then you can tell me.
Oh, apple, sure. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, answer his question to me.
Hey, well, I mean, is this an Italian joke? I don't get it. Is this like Roman humor or Sicilian, maybe?
Would another few denarii loosen your tongue?
I mean, I'll take denarii, but
From where do you hail, seller?
Lugdunum.
What is your name?
Martin.
Can you sing?
With enough wine, I guess.
Okay, Mr. Martin. Strange name. Catholic?
What?
What? I don't know if I'm universal, but
Who do you follow?
the Divine Emperor, of course.
Which deity?
Deity. Well, I mean, the God of the Christians.
I thought as much.
In God.
You're very far from home if you follow that god, are you not?
His word reaches to all corners. So the priests
In
say.
Judea he is strongest. So shouldn't you be in Judea?
Shouldn't you be in Mauritania?
How do you know where I hail from?
You have a very thick accent. You're Latin. It sounds Mauritanian.
So does your mother.
What was that?
Nothing.
You know what? You don't get fruits anymore.
Where do you get your dates from, man?
He starts walking away from you, really offended.
This isn't the ripe country to grow dates. Damn you.
You chase after him because he's trying to leave you. He's trying to walk away from you.
Stay away. Goddamn wheel prophecy.
Choke on your apple.
Yeah, well, maybe I will.
Your mother was a horse.
Running. Your father smelled of elderberry.
And it goes on like this for a bit as they trade insults, and the guy just walks away because this guy looks like he wants to trade shots, but there's three of you and you're on horses, and one of you looks armed. Maybe this isn't the time to swing a fist. Especially when one of you has a war dog and one of them looks like a very hungry hawk on their shoulder. You know what? This guy will sell his stuff somewhere else.
Let me be perfectly frank with the two of you. This is not the country to grow dates.
That's your problem with all this? This is not where dates grow?
Where does he get his dates from? He cannot pick fresh dates here.
I'm pretty sure you can't grow pears here either. Where does he come from?
I don't know, but if I see him again, he will end up with my axe in his shoulders.
I mean, it's not a bad pear, but...
But what if we are eating demon fruit?
I mean, it's just fruit.
Demon dates grown by demons. If it follows a Christian god, far from Judea.
I mean, Christianity is tolerated, is it not?
It is, but as I mentioned, he is far from home.
Well,
There are more.
I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm just paranoid because we saw each other. Like, how are we supposed to get through that and continue on normally?
DM, are these like coming to me? How are these coming to me? Like, because I'm not.
This third one just occurred to you now as you're sitting here. Like, you're not dream. The other ones you dreamed them. Now you're daydreaming this third one.
Oh God!
It's plaguing your waking days now.
Yeah. I just thought about meeting myself beside a stream and fighting myself. Something about he drew a blade that was a mirror and said that he was here because of me. And then I don't know if we fought each other or not, but we shared the same wounds and bled. One of us fell forward into the dusk and one fell backwards.
What is this supposed to mean?
All of you owe me a roll. It is a roll of, you're gonna love this, Ratio.
They're Noctoritas.
Yeah, I'm already going crazy. You don't need to make me go any more crazy.
Let's do this one.
Here's a 5. It's a very strong, solid 5.
There's a very strong, solid 4. That's 2 2s.
Hot dog.
Julius BRB'd.
Oh, Yulia dies.
Let's take a small break then. I need another bye break.
Sure, that'll work.
We'll take a short break and we'll be back. I've returned, but they can't quite hear me yet, because I'm going to take a quick snack. for those of you wondering out there, I may not be entirely clear, but I've been sending messages to Corvus on Discord, and then what I've been doing is that I erase the messages afterward, and then we have a Discord channel that we have, and I'm wiping those out as well. The only way he has to remember this stuff is writing it down separate from a place I can write it down. So we'll see how much that drives him nuts. But yeah, I love messing with meta mechanics and stuff like that. And it is relevant. There is a thing going on here, but when they'll figure it out, well, we'll see together. But let's say hi to them, assuming they're all back, because we're not gone for too long. And I'm back.
So I had my entire face covered in bandages, as well as my arms covered in bandages, and like burn scars all over my face, etc. It was very heavy makeup, and I wound the bandages up so tight my skull was hurting. So.
Ow.
Oh no.
Do we have our Corvus back?
Yes. Sorry, I was eating.
How dare you eat? I didn't say it was an eating break.
Leftover Halloween candy. What's your excuse?
I mean, I did the same thing. Yes, there was a Ratio roll, and only Yulia made it. And so... Corvus, you suffer 3 damage. Oh, sorry, not Corvus. I got that backwards. Oh no, I'm right. No, it's right either way. Corvus and Tiberius, you both suffer 3 damage as old wounds suddenly open up, and you wince in pain. You're like, ow, damn it! What happened? Like you turned as you're talking to each other on your horses, and you just turned to look at each other, and then ow, 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 ow.
If it was that food seller cursing us, I swear by gods, I will have his skin.
Scurvy, perhaps?
Rapid onset scurvy.
Well, I'll try to do some medicine on myself and Tiberius.
Yep. Roll Descientia. You're looking at 6.
Yeah. 6.
I can assist if you want.
Oh, thank God, please. The way I roll. Oh, well, 11. Wait, does that mean the gods intervened? Good lord, the gods did intervene.
Mm-hmm.
So it was 4, 4, and 3. A total of 19 for me. No, 20.
You heal 3 HP. You have the treated condition, but you've healed your wounds.
Okay, let's try to help Tiberius now.
Dates for... No, I'm just kidding.
I will have you, fruit seller.
Ah! Didn't make it that time.
Unfortunately, no treatment for myself. What does that mean then?
Julia.
Yeah.
Julia gets to roll if she's assisting.
Yeah. Because Julia might make the roll anyway. Because in assists, everyone rolls, and then if at least one person succeeds, then it succeeds anyway. And the person who rolled lower is presumed to be helping the person who rolled better. Which...
There you go.
that heals 1 of your HP, Tiberius. You have the treated box ticked.
Yeah, which means that a night's sleep and you'll regain the rest.
Yeah, even if you sleep out in the open, you'll be fine, because sleeping out in the open heals 3, so... But at minimum, you should be fine, as long as you don't get hurt more. Yeah, and actually, with the treatment of the wounds, you notice that they are definitely old scars that suddenly opened up as if fresh. But because you dealt with it so quickly, it was quickly mended.
My friends, I am afraid that we are so far out of our depths on this one. Is there anything in the Lex Arcana manual that comes to temporal manipulations?
Demacia, good luck.
This was more of a rhetorical question. I know there isn't, probably. What would they know? But I'll try.
Well, let's all do a roll and see if we can't knock down the difficulty and have somebody succeed. Never know.
Considering Corby said good luck, I'm guessing the roll is a difficult.
I'm guessing it's pretty high, but yeah, but if all of us roll, we reduce the difficulty.
Oh, DiMaggio. Joe DiMaggio. I'm afraid we're short on all these rolls. Unless a 7 is good enough.
I don't know. I doubt it. But...
Yeah, this is pretty arcane. There are many secrets and lore from across the Empire and beyond. And that's not any of your specialties, really. None of you really specialize in that. If there is such a thing, you're not aware of it. It's not, because most of the stuff you're trained in is the more practical daily things you might have to worry about, like what's obviously allowed, what's not allowed, what's forbidden, what's not, how to fight certain monsters, certain ghosts. Those are things you know on a more practical basis. The more obscure occult stuff is more the realm of augurs. That's what they're trained to look into. You could possibly look it up at an archive. Because this role is you knowing it off the top of your head. Do I know this already? Or was I trained in this? No? Okay. I'll have to look it up.
Sadly, the nearest archives are Mediolanum, probably, or Lugundum.
Yeah, you have to go to a major city. Small villages don't have those, for good reason. Or if they do, it's secret.
I say we keep moving, and maybe when Calypso catches up, she can help suss some of this out.
And if we meet you by any stream, we should beat them up, is that correct?
I don't know. But she's rolling again. And I don't like it when she rolls. It doesn't tell us anything.
Oh. So you carry on your merry way?
It's the only thing we can do, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I mean, up with a prayer to Diana, but
unless we chase down that fruit and date seller and we take their skin.
I honestly don't think he knows anything.
The flesh carries secrets. Let's discover the secrets of the flesh.
Okay, you've been reading the wrong things in the archives. You've been in the untolerated section again. So yes, let us continue on our merry way.
You could say you met yourself beside a stream, right? Let's just keep an eye out if we're passing by any streams if possible.
I met myself beside the stream. Whether that might mean the stream of time or, the rivulet of ennui. I don't know.
Ennui.
Wait, Galleon all of a sudden? No,
Yeah. So all of a sudden, Corvus out here speaking Galleon.
Right.
Although
I
it's
figure that that and garçon would be the two words of ancient Gallian that survived.
you all find that the road seems to have been vandalized, as it seems pocked, as it seems someone has illegally, quite a gang of someone's, given the amount of damage, has looted the stoneworks from the road, so it looks like it's peppered in pockmarks.
Why would anyone... What?
I didn't say it made sense.
These stones are not fit for house building or anything of the sort. Why would anyone steal stones?
Well, I don't know, but we'll have to slow down so our horses don't risk breaking a leg, so let's keep an eye out for ambush.
You are
Pass.
somewhat native to these parts. Do we fear anything from here on out? Should I put on my lorica?
I mean, we are near the border. At this point, I think, if I'm reading the scribble map, we are kind of riding along that final northward thing alongside the limes.
Okay, help me put on my musculata real quick.
Oh, by the way, you're moving. This is your march order. I didn't want to assume here. It's Julia, Tiberius, and Corvus.
Do you want to switch it up again?
I don't think it matters.
If it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter. No, we'll keep it like this.
Okay.
Ferox is riding on Cicero's head.
On his back.
Work.
His head's broader.
Dog probably doesn't even care. Like, as long as you don't dig in, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Bird, I am digging in. How do you not notice? Bork.
Bjork.
Bjork.
So, yeah, I'll help him on with his... I'll just stay in my leathers, but, you know...
I like where this
try
story's
and keep
going.
an eye out. But you let me tighten his straps.
While Barry White plays in the background.
Yeah, so I will ask for all of you to give me a roll of the Natra.
Any talents that apply here, like beast lore or herb lore for me?
Those wouldn't apply here.
Any of the Natra ones potentially apply?
Anything that you think would help you with avoiding ambushes, honestly.
Hunting?
Hunting, I'd take. Yep.
Let's do that one. 7 out of 20.
Good, Yulia. Fate intervenes.
Hey.
Also, you're muted. I think you may have been trying to say something.
Sorry about that. Yes. I was just joking that maybe the gods would intervene, and then they did.
You all managed to navigate the pocked road on watch for any ambush, and you find yourself not ambushed, because all three of you made it, because you see that the road on either side is littered by the fallen bodies of dead.
Do any of them look familiar? Watch them all be us.
Go to look.
Yes, of course, go to look. They better be Germanic tribesmen and women.
Well, one looks to be dressed in Ratian clothing, one seems to be in more Italian clothing, one looks more Mauritanian, and one looks more Macedonian. As they all seem to be savaged by combination of bladed weapons, talons, and what appear to be blunt force trauma from bricks from the road.
Ah. I wonder if we're meeting possible. We're seeing possible timelines. I don't know.
Yeah,
Alternate
this is
histories.
what I was saying. What if the veil has thinned itself so much here that we are seeing different dimensions? These are the variants of us who have failed into coming here and were mauled by bears or whatever the hell mauled these poor souls.
Well, then I guess we these are always the possibilities. We just carry on and
No, there must be something else here. These ones are left here, unburied. The gods were angry with me when I desecrated their graves earlier, so I will do the right thing this time. I'll bury myself, and I can bury one of you as well, should you want it. But I think it's best if you do it yourself. If we can't give ourselves peace, then who can?
is it just the 3 bodies?
4.
All right, of course. Yes.
I'll bury myself, I guess.
And I'll bury me, and if you could take care of you and Calypso.
Yes. I'll get to digging.
Then say the appropriate rites.
And make makeshift headstones. Here lies a brave warrior, though often misguided. Here lies a priestess. I don't have a witty remark for her.
Here lies a priestess, often late but often missed.
True.
And all of you feel a certain level of comfort from seeing the right thing done with the dead. Surely the respect of dead, even if these aren't you, these are just people who look remarkably like you, they don't deserve to be just left on the road like this. Save the enemies of Rome, none deserve this. And even they have their burial rights, whatever they are. But one tends to care less about one's enemies. But
These didn't look like Germanic tribesmen, so, you know.
And, there's a gain of 2 pietas for each of you.
Haha, I am now at max.
I'm already at max, so.
You are buoyed up with 2 extra,
Ah,
Ooh.
sweet.
Nice.
as you were favored by the gods for your piety.
All right.
Well, this is not a thing you had to do, but it's a thing they expect you to do, sort of thing.
In the name of those gods, let us continue on.
Whoopsie. I hit the wrong shortcut.
Ah,
And if I
And
see
another-
a fruit seller again, I swear by Mars.
you might, because I just got another daydream. Oh, for
The path is turned. Damn it.
okay, there's the latest.
Okay.
What the hell? I did not play you.
Thanks. That's not what I was going for. Oh wait, I should have done
So
that
yes,
to all
I
of
will
you.
share this latest vision, dream, whatever, with the rest.
How are these coming to you? Are they just popping into your head?
They're just popping into my head. I mean, the first couple were dreams, but then the last 2 have just come to me in broad daylight during the day. This last one almost sounds like exactly what we were talking about.
Are they preceded by something? Are they triggered by something, do you think? Words? Deeds? Distance?
Let me think. The one... Okay, the first one that came to me during the day happened after we met the date seller at the crossroads. This one happened, of course, after we buried the bodies we met along the way. The other two happened while I was sleeping, and like dreams. Is that right, Corby?
More or less, yeah.
Okay. I know the first one for sure happened when I was a dream. I was. The other one happened when shortly after we hit Genoa, but I kind of took that as I dreamed it the last night on the boat or something. So, but yeah, because the first one happened before we first met the date seller. The date seller wasn't around for the second one. Third one was after the date seller, and then the fourth one was just
always
after we
the
buried
date
ourselves.
seller. If we
No.
run into a date seller here,
It wasn't always the date seller. It was only twice. No, only once there was a date seller.
still, I don't buy it. The date seller, I mean.
He could be trapped in the same loop we are.
Oh,
Possible.
at least we're here, I think.
Mm.
As
Map.
you have arrived in familiar territory for Corvus, that's why everything is very clearly marked. Because
Very good.
even with the map, Corvus can correct any map you would find. Go, oh yeah, that's Fenrir Montes. Like you know what everything is. So
the big M's are. Oh, go ahead.
the big M's are mountains, and the H's further down are hills.
Okay.
And the coloration shows that this is, it gets really rocky in this part of the area because of the mountains, and then it gets green as you move further north, and green as you move further south, closer to the river. And then once you get into the Nemesis Exilium, it gets the ground gets a lot more marshy and uncomfortable. And then there's the high Mount Montes that get really cold, which actually you can see even from here that it looks like the southern pass is snowed over pretty bad. So you would have been trudging. You are sure you would have been trudging through snow. And actually, part of the reason you're probably not feeling the full brunt of early winter right now is that it's early enough, and the mountains are kind of saving you from a cold front kind of wrapping around you. Like there's mountains this way and there's mountains down there. They're kind of creating this sort of
Right.
buffer zone for a little while. God forbid a snowstorm hits you, though, because this whole area will get buried. But there's a reason the city's here, so I can take care of this chunk of road. It's a main artery, so it's an imperial road with the regional capital. You can ask about any of these, because you know what all these are.
Where are the limes? Where's the?
Further north, you go to the Germania Magna via the lines that way.
Okay. And this is
the fortress Cassia.
fortification.
Yeah, it's the local fort for the Legion, the Cassiacum.
Okay. Vicus Nodes, rather.
Vicus Nodes, yeah, that's your hometown. Home village, I should say.
And then guard tower kind of thing.
Yep, that's an old watchtower that kind of fell out of use because the fort got built, so this isn't as important anymore because this is a much better viewpoint. Plus, the main road doesn't even go this way, so some people here will travel this way, so it's kind of one of those, we're fine. It's traveled enough that we're not scared about it, whereas someone going up and down the main road, that's a concern.
Good deal.
Actually, I'll note to you, all of you will notice that there is the slightest dusting of snowflakes. Every so often you see a spare flake of snow starting to fall.
So the weather is actually in season?
To two of you, yes, it makes sense. To Corvus, that doesn't make sense. It's too early for snowfall. even that small amount is odd, because the mountains shield this area.
Okay. So, like, really too early, or could just be an early winter too early?
It could be an early winter. I'll give you Denatra to be a little more accurate.
Sure, that's right. Weather's under Denatra. Don't have weather, but I can roll 19 anyway. Dang it, 5.
Could be either way. It's not a hard thing. It's not like it's not completely unseasonal, but it is a little early. But then again, sometimes that happens.
Yeah, keep an eye on things. Controls near the Fenrir Montes, which is there. I'm looking over our mission. It's the sighted in the region, born by a lone hooded figure. Merced Grove. So we're supposed to seek out the local administrator, Curator Gaius Tetricus. So, being from the area, where is the curator's house or lodgings? Usually
it's in the major city in Augusta Venilicorum.
All right.
Oopsie.
So I say that's where we head. What time of day are we hitting?
About noonish by the time you get here. You made really good time.
Okay, so maybe head to the city and go ahead and see if we can't see the curator? Curator?
Mm.
And then Yulia can do her audience thing.
I will call upon you all, Ingenium.
Ingenium.
It's a boopy roll. Actually, it's not so bad.
6.
5.
Ingenium. My Ingenium is that many, right?
Apologies, Discord wanted to update itself real quick.
Hooray for 8.
You may want to
Okay,
check.
alright.
You may want to check your orders again.
Your immediate destination is the remote settlement of Vicus Notus, so home. Then you shall seek out. There we will seek out the local administrator. Ah, okay.
Over there,
So,
far
yeah.
to the right.
Yeah, it's my home village.
Yeah.
Do I know a shortcut to my home village by chance? Save us a little time?
You know that most outsiders don't know that this route. There is a sort of like rustic road that cuts through here. It's not marked on most maps, but you know
Okay.
there's a road that cuts through here because that used to be the way through until they built the big fortress here, and then this became the more important road. Because it used to be like this, which that drove Rome nuts. Because they couldn't cut straight north this way, because then they ran into a brand new problem. And it's like, you know what, we'd have to do this, and then this, and then this, or we could just do this.
This, right. So yeah, I will assume the lead position then and lead my friends and fellows through towards the village. On the old roads.
And you begin to pass by the Villa Ripula, and good Corvus, there, as you pass by it, you vaguely recall that still being here, although the orchard wasn't nearly as big back then when you were last here.
Mm-hmm.
As once upon a time, there was an old soldier who took kindly upon you, and was the person who recommended that you get into you be vested into Lex Arcana.
Yeah.
So it's one of those like, oh, it's like those weren't there last time I was here.
But the old soldier owned the villa at some point.
Yep. With a rather humble name, given the fact that he has a fair amount of land near a major city.
And he was named Ripula too?
No. He was named... Ullius Septimus. Oh. Know who that is? I'll throw it there.
Okay.
There as well.
Yes. Cool. Might have to drop in on him later. What are the orchard? What kind of orchards are they?
Whoopsie. I'm okay.
Oh, that's an odd fruit. Common, but odd.
Usually happens around Saturnalia. No, those are... I wrote this down.
If you say dates.
Actually, no.
I will not tolerate dates.
Wow. Roman soldiers intolerant? Say no more.
To the form, as it were.
There or there? Oh, right. Yes. Haha. You see that there's of course the field of wheat and barley that he's growing, but also the new orchard is as a pirum or pear crop or orchard. I should say. He's growing pears.
Huh.
Not terribly well, but he's growing them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was just about to say, they must not be doing well.
But hey, they're growing. Well, it's hard to say how well they did because it's approaching winter, so by now they would have been harvested.
Yeah, fair enough.
I believe.
Here
Alright.
to the north is the frontier, right?
Yep.
This is the last line of civilization, so to speak.
The true lives are still northward. You're the border, but yeah, you're as close to the border of your territory as you've been in your journey. There's a reason why there's a fortress right there. Like, yes, there's like fortresses out there somewhere near the limes, and like small villages that Rome claims. But this is really the hard no. You don't. If you're not from Rome, get out. You don't get to go further south.
Corvus, tell us about your village.
I don't know anything about my village.
Have the GM tell you.
Okay.
You can tell me.
Okay, hold on. I want to translate the mysterious Latin at the top of the screen first.
And you'll note all that the roads are actually very well maintained. Makes sense. You're approaching the regional capital, and this bit of road is one of the imperial roads that cut through Raetia. So it is well maintained. There is a road and bridge that goes south, but then it goes into the rather much rougher woods, and that's more of a mountain pass area. Really, it's just easier to keep it clear rather than trying to really make a road out of it. It just gets too rough. The ground gets too rough too readily. And someday, some emperor will probably do a grand work of carving that road into that particular mountain. For all you know, that may be happening in the future. Whereas this road cut through is a lot more important because it was tactically relevant, strategically relevant to have this road a lot more for the fort. Sort of thing. Like, there's probably the good road starts past these mountains. And even this windy path is kind of eh. But, and you get to pass by the grand fortress Casilicum. It has been part of the Empire for a long, long time, since Rhaetia was pulled in. And it is a very pointed reminder to the Rhaetians, this is Roman territory. It will forever be Roman territory. Do not get any illusions. It will not be Roman territory. Even if you seize the city, it won't matter. The Legion is right there.
Right, yeah.
I'm a bit curious, do they mine anything here? Is this province rich with minerals?
Rhaetia, it has quite a bit of, as I recall, it has a lot of iron stores. And that's used for much of the armory, and like all the weapons and a lot of the armor and stuff like that. Which kind of made that's why Rhaetia was kind of a hard pressed place to take, because it's a very mountainous region with plenty of materials for making weaponry. The downside is it's hard to grow stuff here because it is so mountainous. It's a lot more herdy sort of thing, a lot of river farming and fishing and such. The rivers really help out a lot. But the big draw and why Rome cares about Rhaetia so much is the stone and metal that they have on the mountains, and they have well-established mines in the region. That even back in early antiquity, they had even the powers in the region had a fair amount of resources on their own. They were wealthy in that manner, which for Rome was especially important, especially for their larger campaigns elsewhere across the region.
Lots of cattle and timber. Some of the valleys were very fertile, and wine actually was
Oh, yes.
big. Yeah, big thing.
Somewhere through here, the Danube should also be flowing, right?
That's kind of
Yes.
like to the east, I think, is where it borders Rhaetia.
East and north, so it's kind of the hard. That's the true hard line of Rhaetia. Is once you cross the Danube, you're not in Roman territory anymore. But that's as long as you have forts somewhere along that river. Yeah, good luck crossing the Danube without someone noticing. And if you do, you're not moving an army across it without going across the bridges or the appropriate crossing areas.
Vicus Notus is a sizable village / small town. My father's, really it's where my grandparents were from. My father, had his warehouses and whatnot really in Augusta Vindelicorum, but he also had a small factory there in Vicus Notus for trade. He often traded across the limes into Germany. Let's see, and it's kind of on the edge of the mountain, so let's say largely agricultural, some cheese, definitely honey and wax, beeswax are its big products. But yeah, I mean, a large village, small town, so it has like a forum of a minor scale and some shops and whatever, but a couple of small villas or imperial residences now for the village magistrates, town magistrates. But now kind of, particularly once the main roadway was cut and the one that used to run through there, it's kind of on a sort of becoming a backwater, but not quite there yet. Everything's kind of been drawing. It's becoming way more agricultural than anything else.
Gotcha.
And this person that we are going to see, do you know them?
GM?
The name rings a bell. You've probably crossed his path, but you went into military service pretty quickly, and he went the more civic route. So your paths, you may run into each other actually, as you think about it more, he was from the city, and you were from the village. So you ran into each other. He would have heard of you, because you're a pretty good hunter. You would have heard of him, because he was a decent, well-educated person. But you live different lives.
Right, fair enough.
The fact that he's been made curator in the region says something of the guy. So,
yeah, definitely,
or at least one of them,
wealthy, from a more politically connected kins than mine. But I, went into the legions young, and then was often sent out as part of the exploratores, and then joined and then shipped off to other regions, and ultimately to the cohorts. So can't say I know him.
Is he of your age or older?
Older.
Older.
I see. And do you at least know what they look like?
Couldn't tell you. It's been decades. I mean, I might recognize him, but then again, we all know what the passage of time can do.
No, I understand. I'm hoping that the name will be enough, if they truly are somewhat important.
You pass by the grand city of Augusta Vendelicorum, one of the older. It was an established city even before Rome took it. Like it wasn't called this, obviously, because Rome renames everything. This is the proper name. What am I talking about? But no, it did have it was its own city. It had its own grand edifices, and then, Roman expansion came, and then it got built on even more because it is, and as you may notice, it's in a pretty good spot. It's in a very annoying spot strategically because you want to go east to west, you're going to run in. You have to go this way, really, if you want to move an army. People could meander the way through the mountains somehow. But if you want to move a big army the fastest way possible, this is how you do it. The city was built because it's a well-traveled crossroad city. So, likewise, it was kind of a pain in the neck for Rome, and when they took it, they did not want to be fighting forever for it. They did not want this to be an issue later, so the city is somewhat fortified above and beyond that. But it is also a trade city. There are people coming up the river every so often. There are caravans that would come this way. You're seeing, and actually as you're going further, as you get closer to the city, you actually see some people heading like this way, some people heading this way. It's low, but all of you, even Corvus, kind of get it's winter, or winter's starting, so travel and trade's gonna peter down a little bit, except for people who really want to, or for critical resources. Those are going to be moved. But people are starting to get ready for the winter to come, and Rhaetia can get some pretty nasty weather. Rather nasty winter, I should say. Not as much as Germania Magna, but or Germania the province for that matter. But mountains can be a little But it seems to be doing fine. You don't see anything particularly ominous about the place. It's a city like any other great city of Rome. An old city, much like many others. And eventually, carry on your way. And with Corvus pointing out the way, there is a bit of a dirt. There are various dirt hiking paths that go up into the mountains. But Corvus knows which one that goes straight up to the tower. Because you probably, I imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, I imagine you've probably gone up and down that route. If you wanted if you were selling anything, you were hunting out of the Silva Oscura. If I'm going to sell it anywhere, I'll either sell it in Vica's Notice, or I'll go all the way to the Delacorum and sell down there.
Right.
And it's a lot faster to just go through the pass than it is to go all the way around, go down the road, do all that way. So forget it, just take the stupid trail. And as you approach the tower, you see it is still semi-maintained, but not with the military rigor it once probably had. It's very much the sort of locals keep up a thing because it's convenient to have, but it's not relevant to Rome the Empire, so Rome the Empire doesn't care if it's maintained or not. If it falls apart, whatever. If anything, it's somewhat surprising, probably to the eyes of Tiberius, a soldier before he was a soldier again, that the local fort hasn't repurposed all of it to something else.
Yeah.
They've left it there for all these years.
That's curious.
And you get up there.
So,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
does it serve any purpose other than the
Debello.
obvious, I suppose?
I give you a Debello roll for that.
Castro as a focus.
Oh yes.
Nine.
It serves a mild purpose as a sort of local, like village level watchtower. So it's kind of useful. It's not useful to the Legion. They have better, but between patrols in the fort, they have a better position to guard what's strategically important. But if the villagers there's probably some villager that's hiding out up there, either at night or during the day, that they just every so often they'll peek out and look around. And if something looks scary for the village, they'll tell the village. If it looks scary for the fort, like an army, like if someone's trying to be sneaky, they'll probably run somebody here. Or if the commander of the fort's really smart, they'll have like signal fires along these mountains, so they can they can chain. It serves a purpose, but it's not like critical. Like if this fell, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because if you're trying to move an army through here, the fort and the city will see you, because you have to very slowly come through here. If you're going the other way, well, the city would have seen you, and other things would have seen you long before then.
I don't know if you can tell me this with this amount of successes, but would the villagers and the soldiers here know of an application like this, or is it just my musings of a sort?
You're not from here, so you're not sure. It depends how smart they are. You're sure the villagers would have, because your village had something like that, like a little makeshift watchtower. It was just a thing to have, because if there's beasts and stuff, it's nice to have a high vantage point, and then maybe make somewhere comfy to sit. This is just instead of having a mountain area that does this, or a mountain cabin, it's just repurposing an old watchtower. Actually, point of fact, in Caesarea, I'll point out to you, there was an old watchtower that was on the road, and people didn't tear it down because it was kind of useful to leave it there.
Yeah, okay. I can see that. That's good.
In much earlier times, this would have been a lot more important, but in modern imperial times, watchtowers like this forts are way more useful.
Yeah.
Go on, please.
You do have a place here to stop as you get up to the kind of the apex. You've gone nothing but up, and now this is the part where you start going down. And all of you hear voices on the wind.
Sound like you?
Voices of the dead, I assume?
You hear shouts of command, stress, screams of despair that echo distant mountain valleys, crevices, coming from the east and the west. And it almost comes to you like a strange sort of twisted choir. Like there's a musicality, a harmony of sorts to the voices as they as the wind, and it fluctuates. So the harder the wind blows through here, the louder it is, and the softer the wind blows, it gets quieter.
Look like anybody's currently in the watchtower?
From the outside, it doesn't look like it.
Corvus will rein up and shout in Radian, Hail Tower! What news of Vicus Notice?
Give me to society.
Oh, God.
Can I assist with that?
You certainly can.
I probably should.
I did get a point in decorum.
Decorum applies, yes, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Go with that so I can maximize my average. 9. I'll take it.
Whoa. Someone shouts down on Ratian. You see a head kind of peek over.
I'd be yelling in Latin for context. I don't speak Ratian. If that matters on my roll.
It matters, but you add to the shouting. And you actually know, even though you don't speak Ratian, you do know that most people, when they hear angry Latin shouting, that's usually worth paying attention to, especially with a fort nearby. You do not want an angry Legion Centurion coming up going, "Why didn't you answer me?" But yeah, you see a head peek over and shouts out in Ratian, "What? What? Who's down there?" Say again? Who there?
I'm Belisarius Corvus. Long ago of Vicus Notice, and my comrades.
You are? So what do you want with me then? You know the way.
Just asking if there's any news.
News? All kinds of news. You hear those voices on the wind? That's been happening for months now. Nigh on a whole season.
Any substance to them? They come from an actual event?
Music in the mountains, it happens. You should know that.
Does it? Does this kind of music in the mountains happen, is my experience?
Give me Demacia. I'll give you +2 to this roll because you're from here.
Okie dokie. He's up to a whopping 10. 5.
Yeah, sometimes late at night, if the wind blows the right way, it can sound kind of creepy. And if you're from here, you just get used to it. It's a thing to scare kids with. Although more older beliefs may say that it has something to do with the spirits of the mountain, or even the nymphs playing their games. But that's what you're hearing isn't the same thing. You know what that sounds like. It sounds like the moaning of the wind, or a beak sigh, or something like that. It's creepy, but it's not this. This is a lot more pointed and sharp a sound, which is not a sound the mountains make without some sort of it's not natural, is the way to put it. It's not natural for it to sound like that.
Just sort of grunt that I'll say that at a normal tone to my companions.
Actually, can't hear you from all the way up there.
Right. Anything else we want to ask this dude?
Have the winds ever spoken anything coherent? Has he ever heard anything coherent from them?
I'll translate that up.
What's that?
They ever say anything worth hearing?
Not to me, they don't. I've heard some people get all kinds of confused. Patrols get misdirected and stuff. Stupid looks down at your companions, notices they're not registering what he's saying. Stupid outlanders who don't know their way around mountaineering. They jump at any noise that sounds like a person.
How many patrols have gone missing?
Oh, by now 5? Don't know how they manage that. Losing Cantabarum, and you guys hear Cantabarum because he'll say it. Right. It's a Latin word. Losing that many Cantabarum is just embarrassing, really. I think they'd know better.
How about locals? Anybody disappeared?
Nah. I mean, there was, old Agatha's kids wandered out, but he found his way back. It slowly dawns on you as you're talking to this guy, you're hearing his accent a bit more. You recognize Old Man Drusus. He's an old soldier who really didn't take the farming. He decided, he has like a thing, he's the stuff he's do when he retires. But some soldiers just never really behind soldiering, so he plays watchman. He actually is a watchman, but he's not right. Tiberius. He's a little old to be doing this, but sitting in a watchtower and yelling isn't something an old man can't pull off.
Drusus, you toothless old hound, is that you up there?
I'm not toothless, I still have teeth. He chomps his teeth down at you as if to prove a point, though he is missing a few.
I remember you had a pretty good arm throwing rocks when we stole your cabbages.
You stay away from my cabbages.
So just legionaries then, no locals gone missing, that you know of anyway.
Not that anyone's told me, and everyone tells me everything, whether I want them to or not.
All right. Stay warm up there. Looks like an early winter.
Oh, one thing.
Yeah?
Don't bother going to Dilka Echo. They haven't maintained it anymore since you left.
The what Echo?
You think about how he said it, and you're like, huh? Because his Latin's terrible. He probably knows enough Latin to be yelled at in it, but not enough to speak it clearly. Probably another reason you're amazed he stayed in the military as long as he did, or maybe he got drummed out a lot sooner than everyone thinks. Right. That's the shrine to the nymph, a nymph called Echo, a sort of the personification of voices. And one way, if you're going off to war and you're going to swear an oath or say something so the gods definitely hear you, going to a shrine of Echo is a good way to make sure the gods, if you're far away from one of the shrines, don't worry, Echo can kind of carry your voice to the god, to anyone really. In theory, if you want to send a message to somebody, that's how you do it without bothering Mercury about it. Mercury's for really important stuff. Echo's for important things, but maybe not god important. Which, for soldiers, if they're saying, wherever we're from, our friends will hear us again, or my one true love, know that I love you, and somehow the Echo would make sure that would get to them, sort of thing.
Echo, that seems to be a theme.
And that used to be a shrine that was fairly well maintained. Imperially, it was maintained too, because it's part of the imperial cult in a lesser form. It's not like a temple of Jupiter or anything, or a temple in Victoria, but it's still in the realm of it's okay. It's probably not a bad idea to make nice with spirits. But it's entirely possible they just kind of stopped bothering. But it's weird that the locals haven't. Like maybe the Imperials, the Latins may not care about, but Ratians should care about. You've been there probably at least once or twice to say something cool in front of your friends or confess a love or something like that. Unless you're particularly nervous about going to see a nymph, possibly. Which, that's up to you, whether you've been there or not.
Right.
But he would assume you would know about it.
Really? Why? Seems like bad luck.
Oh, we got a new praetor in the region. He's made the city look all nice and spiffy, but damn him if he'll look after anything outside it. It's really the only reason stuff outside gets done is because of Septimus. Not that I'd repeat that in the city, if I were you.
Septimus. Septimus is okay. Aulus. Okay. Huh. All right then. I'm gonna go see the old home place.
Make sure you don't lose those two behind you. I do not want to be yelled at.
There with me.
And you see his head slowly retreat beyond the parapet.
Yep.
Hopefully not to go back to sleep.
What was that, Tiberius?
You know this man?
Old Drusus? Yeah, sure. Old legionary. The same old story. Retired with a little bit of land. Not really a farmer. So probably most of the keeping up of this watchtower has been him and whoever he could talk into helping out. And this makes him, allows him to keep living out his, military self as a watchman for the town, much as needed.
Well,
And I'll translate everything that I learned for everybody.
If I know one thing for sure, it is that old folks like him are probably the most impervious to the dangers that we face. But it doesn't give enough of a damn to actually affect him.
Yeah, he was never really great with gardening. Grew a few things, but it was really easy to sneak onto his plot and steal food from time to time.
Hey!
He used to.
His head pop over again. You still there, Corvus?
Yeah, Drusus, what is it?
Get closer to the tower. I gotta give you your knot.
A knot?
As you think of something, it's been forever. You haven't done this. And then you think about it. There's this old village tradition that knots are a tie to... They tie you to spirits, or it ties a spirit up. You're not an augur, so you don't know specifics, but you know, like anyone else in your village, that there are good luck knots that they will either carve into something or actually take a bit of rope and knot it and then gift it for certain events. So it's kind of a good luck charm sort of thing. There's good luck knots and bad luck knots, and actually a lot of your rope work, if you've ever done any rope stuff, you probably show off a lot of skill than anyone else that you've encountered. Like, it's to people, you lived and breathed ropes.
Okay. Good thinking. I ride back over to where I can hopefully catch anything he throws down.
And he kind of lifts something off and tosses over a fairly sizable looking bit of rope that's been knotted together. So much so you have to roll to make sure you don't get baffed in the face.
Fair enough.
It would be...
Ray?
That sounds right. That seems to make the most sense. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Roll 12. This is going to be embarrassing. 3 ones. That's triple ones.
So I roll 4 damage, but your armor may save you.
Yeah, it does.
As
Ow.
it funks in, you catch it with your chest because you realize for a second, oh, I didn't time this well enough. I'll just catch it into the armor. Thunk. Oh god. Oh, that's pretty heavy length of rope. Ow. And it's knotted together
thanks,
too.
I guess. I knew as soon as you made me do that roll, I knew it was going to be terrible.
You actually hear it jingle a little bit when it has like little bits of metal that little bells.
Okay, so how does one carry, wear, whatever?
You would either tie it to your you'd affix it to your pack, or you'd affix it to your horse. And the slight jingling with the knot is supposed to let spirits know you're from here. Which that's why he didn't offer it to them. He wouldn't, if you weren't from here, he wouldn't have offered this.
Right. So for now, I'll affix it to the saddle. Thanks, Drusus.
He waves, and as you realize, he was supposed to do that before you took off. He got lucky they didn't leave yet.
So yeah, and I'll continue leading us to town and hopefully to the curator. And yeah, I'll translate that everything he told us.
Okay. Yeah, what a curious old man. He's definitely seen his fair share of everything, hasn't he?
Around here, at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
well. There is plenty of things to see here, considering how close you border the Germans.
So, at least according to Drusus, no locals have gone missing, but 5 entire patrols from the Legion have. Contubernum, he called it, so...
It's quite a
Do you
few.
think the legionaries were raised from local population, or could they have been from others?
Well, I think he would have mentioned if they were locals. So, probably...
All right.
Probably
it could
not.
Be, it could have a vague tangential relation, but I would rather not jump into conclusions, especially like that. But
hopefully
perhaps something to look into.
Hopefully the curator will... Do I have any idea where the Cursed Grove the orders talked about is?
When you think on it, that would be the Nemesis Exilum. It was a forest that, once upon a time, it's this whole forest here, just short of the woods, short of the hills and mountains. It was where you sent, it's where people used to be sent when they're exiled from society, and it's like, you are not permitted to enter the Silver Obscura, the Silver Wood anymore, the Dark Wood. You must go into the Wood of Outcasts, and there you can be permitted. If you cross over, you will be sent back in dirt rather than on your feet. Since that's an old tradition, modern times, it's built up this sort of lore as a place where cursed men died and stuff like that. Whereas Lex Arcana has told you maybe there's some truth to some of that.
Right. There's all sorts of creepy Latin running around the edge of the map.
And you see, like as notice, you see the village, town, as was described to you by Corvus, although this time around, what is different from your vision of times past, is you see that there are a fair amount of outsiders here. You can see some carts that have been pulled up, and a small sort of shanty town of sorts just built up here. And it looks quite busy, which it might look this busy in spring or summer maybe, but autumn into winter? Nah, these people would leave. They'd go to the city. Like, why stay all the way out here if you're not from here? And there are festivals, but they're more important to you than they are to people from elsewhere in the province. Like, maybe some Ratians might come up from the city because it's a fun thing to do. You know, go with a date, say hi. But, you know, you wouldn't take a trade caravan all the way up here. And it looks like a whole trade caravan has just landed and they're setting up. Like, they've set up here. You even see, like, a few scattered, like, more military-looking tents without a legion attached to them. Just kind of very makeshift. Here's a tent. You can see some, like, armor sitting outside, stuff like that. Yeah, that's what you see on approach to the village.
Okay.
continue. Approach.
Well,
Yeah.
we won't bloody well stay outside, will we? It's snowing outside. We need something warm.
Of soldiers and like. Anyway, and as you get into the village itself, you see, to Corvus this is normal. You have seen this, you grew up here. To Tiberius and Yulia Rufina, you both see that the village, on various parts of the buildings, have intricate knotting patterns along edges of doors, edges of windows, around the well. There's like a shrine that's here, and there's like a lot of like bits of twisted rope or twisted bits of twine, bits of hair, kind of arranged around it and then knotted together into one larger circlet around the shrine, on top of the normal offerings one would give. Here and there you see that you can very quickly denote who's from here by people who have bits of woven bracelets on their wrists. And you see some people, like Corvus, will have a big bit of rope that has little bells on it that jingle as they move around. As you guys start jingling along, there are guards here. They look in Corvus's direction. And Corvus, you see the telltale sign of some of the guards who are looking at you, and they give a sort of jut of the chin of, "Are you okay?" or or "Are they with you?" sort of look. Because they don't have bells, so they don't know if you're in trouble.
Yeah, I'll give him a slight nod that it's okay.
And to Yulia and Tiberius, without a roll on Flash, it normally guards would challenge people who are armed like you walking up on their town. These people don't challenge you. Corvus's nod is enough for the guards to leave you alone.
Weird.
Who knew? As we pass by, I'll rein in briefly. Salve, neighbor. We're looking for Gaius Tetricus. God, I don't know why I'm stumbling over that. He's in town for some reason.
Oh, him. Yeah, he's in his house. See that? The unknotted house just beside the old tree? Go up there and knock twice, not thrice. He's getting all superstitious on us. I don't know what it is, but all kinds of spooked from all the voices in the mountains.
What's he doing here?
He's supposedly the curator that is to improve town efficiency and refit the guard tower. Notice all the construction that's happened. He looks around at the only new building is the curator building.
Right. When did Vicus notice, right, a curator? He come in with a new praetor?
He got upped by the new praetor. Apparently it's to bring us back into the Roman fold or something like that. And he gives a look at Yulia and then just kind of, ma'am? Gives you a note because you obviously look like a patrician. And it's like, whoops, I better watch what I'm saying. I don't know who you are.
Well, some of us have been in the Roman fold for 20 years.
Gives you a nod like, no kidding.
I'm like kind of clueless on this because I'm not really understanding what he's saying because I assume he's speaking Retian.
Yeah, I would have been.
Yeah.
We're just looking at each other like, huh? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's just smart enough to actually double check. Like he's gonna presume you know Ratian. You're just playing dumb. He's like, sorry about that. So you see him nod at you and say something to you, and then he looks to Corvus.
Right.
Whatever it was, it looked apologetic.
Well, thanks for the directions and the information. And I'll move on and look to my companions and go. Tells me that's the curator's residence. It's new.
Is a curator here?
Apparently, the new praetor rose him up, and he's supposed to be in charge of restoring the town and the guard tower. But according to the guard anyway. The only new building that's actually been done is his house. Says he's a little bit getting more superstitious. You're supposed to only knock twice, not 3 times. I suppose not once either. Apparently, the voices in the mountains are freaking him out some, which I guess understandable.
I mean,
So, yeah, I guess
I
dismount
suppose it's
outside his
understandable, but
dismount outside his house and
Knock on the door.
let Yulia move to the
Yeah.
fore as she's the face.
yeah, and I will greet him from the outside after I knock twice.
As you knock upon the door of the curator's household, you all hear, and many heads look up at the more distinct voices. As you all hear sounds like distant singing. And you hear it echo ever so slightly. And it actually seems to be with a thick, older Ratian accent that even Corvus kind of has to, like that. Like you know, that's old people talk. People don't talk like that anymore, sort of thing. Like that would have been like your grandfather's grandfather's dialect, sort of thing. And the line that is sung is in front of me. Right. I held the line when the dark tide rose. Steel against shadow, blade to woe. But blood runs thin, and arms grow weak, and fighting foes cannot see.
Would you be good enough to post that somewhere?
Certainly will. As I tell everyone else out there, thank you very much for watching, and for those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. And that'll be it in all, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.
Post it, but don't delete it.
That won't be deleted.
Good. Real goddamn frazzled over here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this was a very frazzle-making episode.
Yes.
Now, this is a line that we have heard before, or very similar lines before, all the way back to the beginning.
Oh, in Galia. Well, we're not
Yeah.
really too far from Galia. We're kind of just like perpendicular to it, I suppose. A little bit, you know?
Yeah, but it's the same lines that... And it echoes like you remember the dream Corvus had of the Legion